welcome to This Week in Laker Football, your exclusive weekly look into the West Bloomfield Lakers varsity football team all throughout their season. I'm Tyler Keefe, alongside head coach Zach Hilbers on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. The Lakers coming off an emphatic win in Week 1, 42-0. Your initial thoughts on that first performance against Chippewa Valley?
It's always good to win Week 1, and you feel really good, I guess, when it goes down the way it went down. It wasn't perfect, but it rarely is in high school football, so we're really happy with how the year started. We just hope that, we kind of keep our focus going forward.
What were some of the key points that you were impressed with your team, especially defensively with your team coming out and making plays really from the jump against a tough offense?
Yeah, that was the best part to me, was like we were ready from snap one, and obviously Corey made a really big play to start the game off, which was huge for us, and we kind of made a few mistakes after there on all phases of the game, but we kind of kept our composure, stuck to our stuff, and as soon as our offense found its footing, they started to move the ball and score too.
What do you think was the difference maker in kind of finding that footing after those early stumbles?
Well, it really was, we had a bad snap on a drive, which killed, I think it was a second and short, all of a sudden became a third and long, and then we had penalties on the other drive. So any drive that game where we didn't have a bad snap or a penalty, we scored. So as soon as we kind of, got those jitters out of the way, we, like I said, stayed in it and trusted it and did okay.
That was something that was really interesting about this matchup this year and this Week 1 for the Lakers, is it didn't seem like those preseason jitters, those early season jitters, took as big of a toll on that team. Is that something that you noticed as well from the coaching staff side?
Yeah, I would say so, and a lot of it is because we made it just a play or two. Sometimes if you make a mistake, you can let it kind of spiral and it affects a series or a quarter. We made a mistake on a couple play here, a play there, and we kind of moved on and did the job after it. And you can get away with a lot more if you have that mentality.
Especially on the defensive side of the ball. Coming into this season, we looked at the youth of this team, and it was kind of a 50-50. Is this going to hit in Week 1 or early on, or are we going to see some growing pains? It looked like these young defenders were really well prepared and came out and executed. How impressed were you with the younger players coming up on that defense, especially in the secondary, and their performance in Week 1?
Yeah, I was really happy with it, like you said, because Chippewa Valley's got some athletes, they got some really good receivers out there, and we were able to kind of execute our game plan, and they look pretty good. Mistake here or there, but that, like I said, that's going to happen. It's our job to coach them up and get better from there. The challenge this coming week is going to be a lot different. And a really physical team that's going to try to hit you in the mouth, so we just got to be ready for a different style of football.
We saw your team be really confident after that 42-0 game, and even throughout that game, which is great for early on in the season, but like you said, doesn't get any easier from here. So how do you keep the team focused as they're going through that 42-0 blowout win in Week 1, and then as you refocus them after that, celebrating the win, but keeping focused on the 8 weeks ahead?
Yeah, it's something we talk about all the time as a team, that, life's like this and football's like this. It has peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows, but it's our job to be like this. So when things are going really, really well, like it did for us last week, it's our job to stay level-headed and, be ready to prepare the next week and play the next game. And then, the other side of that is when things aren't going your way, is can you have the mentality and, the fortitude to fight yourself through it. So, we've talked about it a lot, but at the same time, we got to do it too.
Jeremiah Benson on that defensive line, he was an absolute bulldog in that game. That goes for everybody else, Tank, Travis, the whole group in that defensive core. You looked at that as being a critical part of this team this season, especially on the defensive side. How impressed were you with their performance, these upperclassmen coming in and really a tough act to follow after the D-line you had last year?
Yeah, it's you don't really find too many Brandon Davis Swains. I've seen one in my years here. So it's a tough act to follow, like you said, but we knew Jeremiah was really good, and we don't need him to be Brandon, we need him to be himself, and he did a really good job of that, because he can be a very, very good player. When he reaches his full potential, it's going to almost feel like we didn't have a drop-off, and I never would have thought after a guy like Brandon leaves you could say that, but Jeremiah can be a very, very good player.
On the offensive side, very similar story for Joshua Tate, who a year ago kind of had those expectations of being that next great Laker running back. Didn't quite have the season statistically you would have thought he would have, but did all the little things really well. He comes into Week 1 this week, primary ball handler in the backfield, 2 touchdowns. How impressed were you? How proud were you of him to have a game like that and get that off his back?
And I was probably, of the kids in the team, I was the happiest for. It'd be like Josh and Jamal Shakespeare, who like put in a ton of work. They're really good kids. I mean, Josh does so many little things right in the school day and for our football program and for our team. So to see him, kind of reap the benefits of that, it's really why you get into stuff like this, coaching and teaching and stuff. He's the type of kid you would root for if you know who he is. So like, I'm really, really happy for him that he got that success.
Coach, before we take a break here, your key takeaways from week one, what you're looking to see improved from that Chippewa Valley game onto this road game coming up in Birmingham.
Well, we kind of mentioned it, but we be excited, be really happy because you saw like the process worked, and when we went and executed our game plan the way we wanted to. But we talk about it all the time is that highlights are good for a team, but mistakes are what really win and lose games. So if you have too many mistakes, you're going to lose, and if you eliminate your mistakes, you got a chance to win. So I guess that'd be our biggest sticking point.
Battle of number ones coming up. The number one preseason team out of the OAA Red is your West Bloomfield Lakers. Number one out of the white, Birmingham Groves, the Falcons, on the road for the Lakers this week. We'll take a break on the other side, talk to some of the players, and then we'll come back for a preview of this week's matchup with Birmingham Groves. Stay with us. It's This Week in Laker Football on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. 2nd and 5. Alston outside, picked off! That one's going home. Touchdown, WB. It is a pick 6 for Chops Pittman.
We mentioned earlier that young secondary, what are they going to do? First game of the season, they come out and set the tone right away instead of the defensive line with a pick 6.
Hello, my name is Danya Bazzi. I'm the superintendent of West Bloomfield School District. I want to congratulate Civic Center TV on hitting the amazing milestone of 1 million viewers. Your involvement in our community doesn't go unnoticed. We thank you for keeping our residents and community engaged in the latest and greatest news and information. I'm Danya Bazzi, and I'm proud to be 1 in a million.
Watch West Bloomfield Lakers football all season long on 89.3 Lakes FM and Civic Center TV. Join Tyler Keefe and Matt Catoni each week for live, in-depth, and exclusive coverage before, during, and after the big game. It's your local high school football team on the road and in your backyard on your home for West Bloomfield Laker football, Civic Center TV, and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Welcome back to This Week in Laker Football. I'm Tyler Keefe, joined alongside junior quarterback and safety Jamal Shakespeare, coming off a 42-0 victory, your first game as a full-time starter at the varsity level. Reflect on that and your feelings after an emphatic win in week one.
After the game, the team was hyped. We all felt good, especially getting that donut. We haven't got a donut in years, and so then for me going into the game, I was just preparing to play safety and quarterback. I knew, going into the game, they told me I was going to play both sides of the ball, and so I had to mentally get ready for it and physically get ready for it, and so I just went out there, executed, and did what I could do.
So you talk about getting mentally and physically prepared for those two roles. How do you separate the two? Because it's very different playing quarterback than it is reading a defense and following along in that secondary.
Yeah, so it's different, but it's kind of same because quarterback, you look at the defense, what they're going to do. You're reading them, and then when you go to safety, you're essentially doing the same thing. You're reading the quarterback, thinking, okay, where's the ball going? Where's the quarterback looking? And that's also how I got that pick. Is where I just thought, okay, I'll put my shoes on the quarterback. Where would I go if I'm the quarterback and I'm rolling out on the pass with the ball?
Talk about this young defense too, because especially in the secondary, you got some guys that are coming up the depth chart this year, got some varsity experience in 2023, especially late, but to have that kind of performance in the secondary early on, shutting down that Big Reds offense, how did that feel for building a confidence in that secondary?
We're young, but we're talented. We're a talented group of guys. We just put in the work during the off season, and we went out there to execute.
Jamal Shakespeare is with us on This Week in Laker Football, junior safety for the West Bloomfield Lakers, one of many who contributed to a 42-0 shutout of the Chippewa Valley Big Reds in week number one. On the other side at quarterback, a unique situation here at West Bloomfield High School. You're sharing the quarterback role with Bo Jackson. Take us through that dynamic and how the two of you not only challenge each other on the field and off the field, but complement each other in this Laker offense.
So in practice, it's not really competing. Well, it's kind of competing, but it's kind of not. So I challenge him, he challenged me. You know, we're like going at it back and forth. You know, I could do things he can do, and he can do things I can't do. And so, but when it comes game, we're just all one big family. And so I keep him focused, he keep me focused. He tell me to calm down. I'm going in there, and we're just supporting each other mentally.
You've been on this team. You were on the varsity team last year when you guys got to the semifinals, got so close to Ford Field for that championship. You know what it's like to have these big blowout wins. You had that against Southfield A&T. So what did the veteran players on this team do in the locker room and have been doing at practice since that game on Friday last week to keep the team humble and focused on a tough schedule ahead?
They've just been keeping us focused and making sure everybody's on the same level and we're on the same click as a team. And so it's not really, we're more of a team this year as we was last year, I feel like. And it comes a big part from our seniors and our upperclassmen.
What do you think's been the difference in keeping this team so much closer this year and building that chemistry when you still lost a lot of players to graduation a year ago?
I feel like it's the bond. Like everybody gets along with everybody. You know, we all cool. We
schedule.
So we gotta just focus on stopping the run. And I feel like that if everybody just do their part and everybody just do their job, then we're going to have a good run.
Jamal, what are your lasting thoughts on this team? What's it going to take for you guys to take it to the next level every single week and ultimately not only just get to Ford Field, but bring home the hardware?
I feel it's going to take a lot of hard work, dedication, and just focus mentally. Like everybody got to be on the same page. We can't be messing around and having off days. Like every day got to be an on day. We got to get 1% better each day.
Lakers were 100% better in that secondary in week number 1. Multiple interceptions, including a pick 6 in the first 30 seconds for the Lakers, and one a few minutes later by Jamal Shakespeare himself. Jamal, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break on This Week in Laker Football. On the other side, I'll be joined once again by Coach Zach Hilbers. We'll preview this OAA white, OAA red crossover matchup on the road at Birmingham Groves. We'll be right back on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Getting chased toward the sideline. Up top, picked off again. Onto the sideline go the Lakers and out of bounds at the 45-yard line thereabouts. Once again, it's going back to the elbows.
We've got news. Civic Center TV just reached 1 million views on YouTube. Over the years, we've filed over 10,000 stories. We've covered local parades and events, life-saving efforts by first responders, remarkable accomplishments of local individuals, state championship athletic teams, and our area's history, government, and the people who volunteer to make our community better. Civic Center TV on cable, online, and on social media, now with over 1 million views on YouTube. Civic Center TV, thanks for watching. You're 1 in a million.
Live, local, social. Dive into your community with The Splash Live. Coverage of events and exciting developments in the greater West Bloomfield area. Join Tyler Keefe, Kevin McIntosh, and the rest of our staff live out on the street or in our studio. Weekdays live on Comcast Channel 15 or on AT&T at Channel 99. Watch us online too on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15, on YouTube at Civic Center TV, or on our website, civiccentertv.com.
Welcome back to This Week in Laker Football on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. It's your exclusive look all throughout the season into West Bloomfield Lakers varsity football. I'm Tyler Keefe, joined by head coach Zach Hilbers. Coming off a 42-0 victory over Chippewa Valley at home, now the Lakers go on the road for a couple of games. It all begins in the OAA white against Birmingham Groves. They're coming off a pretty impressive win themselves, 35-14 over U of D Jesuit. What should we know about the Falcons this season?
Well, yeah, it was 35-14, but it was 35-0 pretty quickly in the third quarter, and their defense was very stout until they kind of got some other guys in the game there at the end. Groves is physical. They've been physical the last 22 years, however long Coach Flaherty's been there. They're going to hit you in the mouth on offense and defense, and they don't make too many mistakes. They make you beat them. They don't beat themselves, and it's going to be a different challenge than last week was.
All eyes in that physicality are on Avery Gatch, blue chip recruit heading to the University of Michigan. That's really the guy you're looking at. And everybody's going to be fearing going up against the Falcons. How do you match up against a guy like Avery?
Well, it's tough. He's good. He's every bit as good as people say he is. You know, we showed the kids film from his week 1 against U of D, and he's blocking guys 5, 10, 15 yards downfield. So it's our job to scheme it up and try to limit his effectiveness as much we can, which is obviously a little bit easier said than done.
We know that last week a lot of your offense was ran through the running game. Given the physicality, especially in the trenches, should we look to see a little bit more involvement then from your receivers who got involved last week, but not quite as much as we saw, particularly in 2023?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, they got some athletes out on the edge too. They got some really good players, like number 3, number 1, number 23. They got some guys back there also. So it's not like it's necessarily a weakness of their team. But you're right. If they load up and try to stop the run like they traditionally do, we're probably going to have to be a little bit more balanced. But that'll be, I guess, a game time thing. We'll see what it looks like.
You said it a few weeks ago at OAA Football Media Day, as did every other coach in this league. This is a really tough league to win in, whether you're in your division in the red or you're going up against other teams in the down divisions. How do you refocus your team coming into the OAA section of their schedule to understand what they're going up against these next 8 weeks?
Well, you really kind of rely on your seniors and upperclassmen that have been through it that can kind of help echo that message that you don't have a week off from now until hopefully Thanksgiving, if we're lucky enough. It's going to be a grind, and is it difficult? Yeah. Does it make you work and stress and all that stuff and lose sleep? Yeah, but it also means if we do stuff right and get a chance to qualify for the playoffs, that we'll be ready.
How does the schedule affect that too? Because you only have 3 home games on the schedule this year. You got a lot more going out on the road. Does that affect the preparation or the mentality going into game day for these kids?
Well, it's 4 total. It's 3 more. Yeah, I mean, a little bit here and there. I try not to worry too much about that because when it comes down to it, it's whether we're here or somewhere else, it's 48 minutes. The rules are the same. The game's the same, and we shouldn't let that affect us as much as we can. But yeah, it definitely makes a difference going there, and they do a good game day atmosphere at Groves, and Adams the next week's one of the best ones in the county, if not the state as well. So yeah, it's definitely challenging, but we kind of block that out and do what we do.
Talked about it from the defensive standpoint. Moving on to Groves' offense, as you look at what they did in week 1, what are you telling to your guys in the film room to be looking out for as they head into Birmingham for week number 2?
Well, their traditional stuff is under center, I run in power, stretch, and counter, and they have play actions off of all of them that look exactly the same. So as soon as you get confident in knowing what they're going to do, they kind of burn you with those. But they've done some different stuff in the shotgun game and some jet read and getting other athletes they have on offense involved, and they made some plays down the field in the passing game as well. So they can hurt you in a lot of different ways. And teams like that, as soon as you load up to stop really their physicality, they're going to burn you.
How fun is it for you as a coach, as a football lifer, someone that's grown up in OAA football and now lives it every single day, to match up against Coach Flaherty over there in Birmingham Groves, the wily vet with over 20 years of experience?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a really good guy, and he coached for Groves when I played high school football. So I try not to think about that. He probably doesn't want me to say it too much either. But he was the same way back then. They were going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to be physical on defense, and they're the same way now. So. When I told the kids that, they might have made fun of me a little bit, and whatever, I can take it. I probably deserve it at this point, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's full circle, but just have that type of experience.
You're looking for a win in week number 2. You're looking for a win every single week. But on top of that win, what else would make you and your staff really happy if you saw it from your Lakers this week in Birmingham?
I guess just matching their physicality, because, if we can win multiple ways, if you can win against a fast athletic team like Chippewa, and you can win against a physical team like Groves, then you're pretty dangerous because you can kind of take on anything. The other side of that is if they have their way with us, then we know we got a lot of work to do. So it's definitely going to be a challenge.
Definitely going to be an interesting week on the road for the Lakers. The next 2 weeks are road games. First off in Birmingham this week against Groves, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Then the week after that, they begin their OAA Red Division schedule at Rochester Adams. We'll have all that live for you right here on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I want to thank you for tuning in to your weekly look into West Bloomfield Laker football. Stay tuned on civiccentertv.com/Lakers sports all throughout the season. For the entire athletic department at West Bloomfield High School, alongside head coach Zach Hilbers, I'm Tyler Kieft. Thanks for tuning in to This Week in Laker Football on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Good evening and welcome to another exciting night of Laker football right here on 89.3 Lakes FM on Civic Center TV, on Facebook, certainly on YouTube, all across social media. An unusual and maybe slightly familiar voice to some of you. Good evening, I'm Dave Scott. Tyler Keefe will tell his story here in a little bit. I am thrilled and delighted to be right here at the home of the Falcons, a brand new, beautiful football stadium at Birmingham Groves for tonight's contest as a 1-0 Lakers take on the 1-0 Falcons. And I'm even more thrilled to have the first opportunity in both of our history together, a longtime friendship through his father, finally getting a chance to do a broadcast together. Good evening to Matt Catoni.
Yep, thank you for having me. Huge game here tonight.
It is a huge game, and it's an exciting game. I'm going to be playing catch-up ball here a little bit because I've been working on the technical side and not as much opportunity to directly follow the action of the team. But both of these teams had great victories in their season opener. Last week in West Bloomfield was just a great night. And the Falcons had a really good start to their season, both coming in 1-0.
Yep. The Falcons really dominating Detroit Jesuit last week, 35-14, and their star player, Avery Gosh, just flashing that entire game, both sides of the ball, and really just establishing himself as a force to be reckoned with.
And for the West Bloomfield Lakers, it was Chippewa Valley coming to West Bloomfield for our home opener very early in the season, family fun night as well. And I can't remember, Matt, a family fun night on the first game of the season, but, I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun. More on that in a minute. A little bit of inside baseball here, first of all. Tonight, we're doing a radio broadcast. So good to be on 89.3 Lakes FM, but we have brought along the other Catoni, your brother Dom Catoni, and he is running camera. So you're going to have a single camera view of the game, courtesy of our amazing photog, Dom Catoni, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. Not our usual replay and statistics and everything on TV, but I think you'll enjoy that for those of you watching on social media. Tyler Keefe unfortunately had a visit with a hospital and some emergency surgery yesterday. He is already home and staying with family and doing absolutely incredible, and he'll be back on the air. Who knows? He didn't sound so good when I talked to him yesterday after his surgery, but today he sounded like the old Tyler Keefe that I was ready to have him call a play or two in the game tonight. But it's a thrill to be here under these difficult circumstances, but I want to let all of the fans of Tyler who listen to him cover all these games. And this week in Laker football, you just saw that recorded before his health issues this week. He's just a great guy. We're so thrilled to have him on the team. And he had to go through an awful lot. He had to go have a little heart surgery to get a day off of Civic Center TV. But our best wishes to Tyler, his family, and I promise you he'll be back here really soon. It was ultimately very minor, but anytime you have heart surgery, it's kind of a big deal. So Tyler Keefe, our thoughts are with you for a speedy recovery. National anthem happening. Let's watch the band and listen in.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or
Fine rendition of the national anthem for the Falcons marching band, and the hometown faithful loving it on this beautiful Friday night in Falcon territory right down the road. We're on 13 Mile Road and over right at Birmingham Groves, not far from West Bloomfield. Nice contingent of Laker fans making their way over for the big contest. And Matt Catoni, as we take a look at the Lakers so far, good opportunity for me to get up to speed. And as we were doing a lot of our technical setup for this season, I had a chance to watch the Lakers during their practices, and I saw this big quarterback throwing the ball, Bo Jackson, and I just looked at him, and Matt, he looks like a quarterback, and his numbers look fantastic in his opening game of the season last week. 8 of 11 for 110 yards. Not bad numbers for a high school quarterback.
Yeah, and the one thing that stands out with Bo Jackson is just the arm strength. It just, the ball jumps out of his hand. It's almost like a rocket ship coming out of his hand. Just in an instant, the ball gets there, and that just is so crucial for those passes over the middle.
And he's got some very capable receivers, of course. Durham with 4 receptions, 6 targets for 83 yards. And then Flowers last week, 3 of 3, 27 yards in the air. So somewhere around 110 yards in passing for the Lakers, and not bad. But those are the 2 guys we're going to keep a really close eye on tonight, and that is Durham and Flowers.
Yeah, especially last year, considering how prolific this passing offense was against Birmingham Groves. It's going to be interesting to see if that's something they try to come back to here today, or if they try and lean on the run game that they used to eat up Chippewa last week.
All right, so it's going to be a lot of fun tonight, Laker football, and both these teams come in 1-0. The captains, as you can see, thank you very much, Dom Catoni, for those wonderful shots, are going to be making their way out on the field. We'll have the coin toss. We're about 7 minutes away. Taking a look at rushing, leading the way for rushing from last week was Joshua Tate. 9 carries for 93 yards, Matt.
Yeah, and he was phenomenal last week. And just one of those sort of like progressive games that with each carry, the rushing offense got better. And it was just phenomenal to see the hunger from the offensive line. But more importantly, it was phenomenal to see just the effort from the running backs refusing to go down at first contact.
Well, and we talked about how exciting it is to watch Bo throw the ball, Bo Jackson. But, you know, his stats of 110 yards, if they are a little bit meager, it's because the run game worked so well last week. They didn't need to put the ball up in the air, and it was a number of runners. Shakespeare with 60 yards and 9 attempts, Dewar with 43 yards, and James 24. Flowers picked up another 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting into the running attack last week for West Bloomfield.
Yeah, exactly. When the rushing offense is that dominant as it was last week, you don't need the offense or the passing offense to really be that flashy or gaudy. It just needs to be efficient, and that's what Bo Jackson was last week, and that's the most important thing.
And has anyone taken a quick look, a cursory look at a football team and not getting in deep detail? We look at the stars, right? We look at the offense, but let's talk about that Laker defense last week. As the Falcons come on the field, much to the pleasure of their fans, Lakers have not given up a point yet this season.
It really, obviously the biggest play from last week that stands out for the defense is Chops Pittman's pick 6 to start off the season. He gets on varsity and he starts it off with a bang with the pick 6, and really that could be a sign of things to come for the Lakers defense this season.
So it's West Bloomfield and Birmingham Groves, the Lakers and the Falcons. I like that Falcon sound effect they have, and they got the Falcon in the scoreboard. Everyone's got these nice video scoreboards. We got ours in West Bloomfield. They got a nice one here in Birmingham Groves. But I guess the question a lot of fans have, and I even have myself, not knowing that much about Groves, is are they for real? Is this a contest where, you know, this is going to be a tight-fought battle? We're going to see something like we did last week.
Yeah, this really is a good test for Birmingham Groves to prove themselves as one of the marquee teams in this state. They're ranked 41st right now in the state, so this is a top 50 matchup with West Bloomfield being 4th in the state. So if Birmingham Groves is able to pull out a tight ball game here, win or lose, they can really establish themselves as one of those top teams in the state.
All right, so the Lakers certainly did graduate some guys. We all know about that, but they got a very respectable team, and you can see our captains out on the field right now, along with the Birmingham Groves captains. Again, tonight's broadcast, a little bit unusual, different than our standard television broadcast. It's a radio broadcast with a little help from our good friend Dom Catoni, who is going to be running the solo camera tonight. And we are thrilled that he's on board and with us. That was Jaden Allos telling the officials which way the Lakers want to go. We'll get the official call now from the officials and see exactly what's going on. But they're both teams shaking hands. I don't know if I missed the official call. I must have. We'll find out who's going to be kicking and receiving here in a couple of minutes. If you're not watching and you're listening on 89.3 Lakes FM tonight, I urge you to go to Civic Center TV/football. Go to YouTube. Go to the West Bloomfield Schools Facebook page. And all of these outlets will have our video. And then, of course, after the game, we invite you to come back and watch the game over and over and over again. Getting ready for the big NFL debut this weekend here in Detroit on Sunday Night Football with the Lions and the Rams. I had to go back and watch that game from last year. So sometimes, Matt, it's really fun to go back and you know what the result is, right? But it's still a lot of fun to be able to go back and watch the game. You might see it in a little different light than you did the time you watched it originally.
Yeah, and one thing's for sure, you're definitely not going to go back and rewatch it if they had lost, but nothing better than rewatching a playoff one.
All right, so here come the Lakers out on the field. They are in their white away uniforms with the green letters. And, of course, back to receive. Lakers will be kicking here. And back to receive for Birmingham Groves. I can't see their number. This is a very difficult. I'm going to do the best I can tonight. For the next half hour, it's going to be difficult to call all this because we are looking to the west. In West Bloomfield, we look from the west to the east. We're looking right into an extremely bright sun. I can see, though, it appears to be, and it is, Justin Ward for the Lakers getting ready to kick it off. We're almost underway. It's 1-0. Your West Bloomfield Lakers taking on the Falcons of Birmingham Groves. We're on the road, and we're all ready to kick this one off, and here we go. The kick from Ward goes down to about the 20, picked up there at the 20 to the 25. Nice return up to the 30, and a real nice job on that return by Noah Sanders. Now, he is either the son or the nephew or the cousin or the brother-in-law or something with that other really famous Sanders we have here in Detroit, Barry Sanders.
Yep, he is the son of Barry Sanders, and last week he showed off that heritage with an 80-yard touchdown run, and right there ripping off a very impressive return.
So the Falcons will start with the ball on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 as the very stout West Bloomfield Laker defense makes its way up. And you take a look at that offensive line for the Lakers. Man, they look at Look at Sean Owens, 5'11", one of the guards up there for the Lakers, and on and on. It's a very impressive defensive bunch coming out now for Groves is their offense, and we're going to try and catch up and see exactly who is our quarterback tonight. And it appears that it is going to be, we'll confirm this in a minute. Again, very difficult to see. Groves takes a snap at the 30. Keeper, might have been Sanders, I think it is, to the 40, to the 45, and a 9-yard scamper by Sanders. So they come right out with one of the running backs in a direct snap.
Yep, and Sanders already at about 30, 40 all-purpose yards on the day after that return, and now a 9-yard carry, and really flashing early for this Birmingham Groves offense.
All right, Ryan Counts, the typical starting quarterback, has made his way on the field. It's 2nd and 1, ball on Groves' 47-yard line. Just underway here in Birmingham. Ryan Counts under center. 2 split out to the right. He's going to fake the handoff. Now they do run it inside. No, handoff, fumble, ball on the ground. Lakers are going to pick it up. And a big turnover early in the game. And a great job by West Bloomfield coming up with that ball was Will Espy.
Yeah.
And they just dropped the ball. I mean, it just looked like there wasn't a big hit or anything. And Espy was right there where he needed to be.
It was perfect tackling by Edison right there. Just gets his hand on the football as Counts is trying to extend the play. He's not protecting the football. He gets his hand out there, strips the ball. Just a phenomenal piece of tackling by Edison. And just like last week, the Lakers defense forces a turnover to start the game.
All right, here come the Lakers now with great field position. They start this drive, the first of the game, on the 39-yard line of Birmingham Groves. 0-0 just underway here in Birmingham. In the shotgun as a quarterback, Bo Jackson. For the Lakers, he's got another man split out behind him. To the near side is Elijah Durham. Another guy split out to the top. Jackson takes a snap, handoff, and a nice scamper down to the 33-yard line. That time run by West Bloomfield's Dubru.
Yep, Duru flashed in the second half last week once West Bloomfield went up big. Now they're getting him some first half carries, so really showing that he impressed the coaching staff last week.
Obi Duru with a nice run along the left side, breaks contain, and gets 5. It's second down and 5. Ball right down the 35-yard line after the Groves fumble. Lakers starting their first drive with great field position. Here's Bo Jackson. Jackson, second down and 5 in the shotgun. Lakers all bunched up. Durham split to the near side. They hand it off inside and close to a first down, and a really nice run right there. It looks like it was Cameron Smith, if I picked that up correctly.
Yeah, I believe that was Josh Tate on the run right there, and he got about as close as you can get to a first down right there. It's going to be about 3rd and inches right here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just give the ball right to him again.
All right, Josh Tate, the running back for the Lakers, with a nice scamper there. Josh Tate, Shakespeare in the backfield, along with Duru. Direct snap to Shakespeare, and Shakespeare gets a first down. Jackson slipped off the field, 3 running backs, and they just select who to throw it to. A direct snap to one of the 3. That time it was Shakespeare, good enough for a Laker first down.
Yeah, something that we have seen from the Lakers for years now, that kind of design quarterback keeper, wildcat type play. We've seen Samaj Morgan in it, Donovan Edwards. Now it looks like it's going to be Jamal Shakespeare this year, but a phenomenal piece of running right there.
All right, Shakespeare with Duru in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it. Shakespeare doesn't get anywhere. That time well read by Groves. Loss of a yard. It's on the 31-yard line of Groves. Second down and 11.
Yeah, and the 4-star Michigan commit, Avery Gosh, in on that play right there. And that should be someone that you keep an eye on tonight. Both sides of the ball, he is going to establish his presence.
All right, so Shakespeare is coming off the field, and Jackson, the quarterback, is coming back in. He'll be out there along with Joshua Tate in the backfield. Split up to the far side is Durham. One man in the slot, receiver down on the near side. Quarterback takes it, pass out to the right, complete, good for 5. Touchdown, good for a touchdown, and a great pass that time to Jaden Allos. He just split out all alone, no one there to defend him, and he takes it right in the end zone.
Yeah.
Laker touchdown.
Allos always finds a way to impact the game. This time it's on offense, on a nice, simple bubble screen off the play action RPO concept, and a phenomenal throw right there by Bo Jackson, really threading it in, and it looked like a defender was going to get a hand on it for a moment.
All right, so now for the extra point is Justin Ward, the Laker kicker, all set up. And they set the snap, set the kick. It's low, but it's going to be good, and the extra point is good. So right off the bat, after a fumble early in the game by the Falcons of Birmingham Groves, the Lakers, they respond, and a really nice touchdown by Jaden Allos. A 23-yard scamper after a great catch. I mean, nice yards after catch.
Yeah, a very well executed screen, and like you said, very good job by Allos to just almost hit that second gear as soon as he got the ball. And a lot like last week, the defense makes a big play to get and just get the offense in the lead out front. This time they don't put the ball in the end zone themselves, but they set the offense up good, and the offense repays them for their work.
So with 8:55 to go in the first quarter, the Lakers will get ready to kick again, now leading 7-0. Here as the sun begins to set. And our view should be getting a little bit better here at Birmingham Groves. Dave Scott for Tyler Keefe tonight with the play-by-play, along with Matt Catoni. So glad to have you with us tonight.
Your Falcons, number 1, Chris Little. Number 22, Paul Hubbard. Number 20, Noah Sanders.
So the Lakers are setting up. Noah Sanders is back to receive for the Falcons, standing right in the end zone line. And Ward now puts a kick into a kind of a short kick, and they're going to keep that ball away from Sanders. It's picked up at the 36-yard line, and the Laker coaching staff a little bit worried about that Sanders family and that return.
Yeah, that is definitely something to keep an eye on, especially with how we said last week, an explosive display with that 80-yard touchdown. But something to remember is last week, too, Lakers came out and kicked a surprise onside kick against Chippewa. Could this Lakers team be a little bit more risky picking up some things from Dan Campbell?
So Ryan Counts, quarterback for the Falcons, leads his team out of the field. They'll start this drive on their own 40-yard line, trailing the Lakers 7-0 with 8:51 to go in the first quarter here at Birmingham Groves. Jackson under center. Man in motion, takes a snap, hands off, but caught in the backfield in a really great tackle by West Bloomfield's Jeremiah Benson for a loss of 4.
Yeah, that time they don't let Noah Sanders get anywhere, tackling him behind the line of scrimmage, and just kind of a long developing outside stretch play. And the Lakers just sniffed that out and tackle him in the backfield for a loss.
So Zach Hilbers, the head coach of the West Bloomfield Lakers, has to be thrilled with the way this one is starting out tonight. Lakers get up in the defense, looking stout. It's going to be 2nd down and 13. The ball on the 37-yard line of Birmingham Groves. Groves, 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the near side. Running back in the backfield with the quarterback in the shotgun. Jackson takes a snap. Hands off this time to Mario Campo-Labasco. And Campo-Labasco, it's a nice gain on that of about 5 yards. Advances the ball to the 42-yard line of the Falcons.
Yeah, Labasco had a 60-yard touchdown last week and is another one of their main runners. And just a good job right there, kind of gaining back the yards that they lost and getting the offense back on schedule.
So it's going to be a big 3rd down for the Laker defense. 3rd down and 6. And let's see what happens here with 7:33 to go. And your Lakers leading 7-0 here at Birmingham Groves. Sanders initially was sitting there on the shotgun. Now they switch back over to the quarterback, Ryan Counts, and slips Sanders out. Now he's in motion from left to right in the slot. Campo takes the ball, throws it to Little. Little gets a 1st down. Nice catch, and then a good run after to get the 1st down just across the 51-yard line. Brought down by Khalik Robinson of the West Bloomfield Lakers.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap movement and trickery to kind of get the defense questioning itself and moving around. Set up as just a simple curl hitch route for Little right there and to pick up the 1st down.
Groves really needed that one, too, to get a little bit of confidence after coming out a little bit cold. 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Groves now on the Lakers' 47-yard line, 1st and 10. All bunched up with one receiver up top. Quarterback in the shotgun. Takes the ball, they hand it off, and a nice run. Man breaks free. It's Sanders all the way down to the 20 and finally pulled out of bounds at the 16-yard line after a tackle by Shakespeare, West Bloomfield. I'll tell you what, great job on the offensive line to create a big hole for Sanders.
Yeah. Looked like they ran a counter on that play right there, and just like you said, a phenomenal job by the offensive line. But Sanders right there, a phenomenal burst out of the hole right there to pick up a nice gain of about 30 yards.
So the Falcons have it in the red zone, or at least, they're barely in the red zone, just inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback hands off in the backfield to Campo-Labasco. He breaks free around the outside, breaks contained, and gets a touchdown. And that barely happened because Counts, the quarterback, was almost down. He pitches the ball at the last second to Mario Campo-Labasco, and he comes up with a touchdown.
Yeah, that definitely looked like it was supposed to be a more drawn-out option play. But Pittman definitely forced the issue on that one. Looked like he was going to bring him down, but a phenomenal job by Counts right there to pitch that ball, and Lavasco getting another touchdown.
So, setting up now for the extra point will be Gage Waters, the kicker, to try to tie this up at 6:09 to go after that touchdown and a quick response by the Falcons of Birmingham Groves. Waiting for the snap. Here it comes. It's clean. Ball is down. Kick is up. It's good. And we're tied at 7 after the extra point kicked by Gage Waters.
Yeah, I mean, just something that Birmingham Groves absolutely needed right there. Like you said, Dave, they needed that to pick up that first down, but they needed that touchdown especially, because staring down 14-0 against this Lakers team is something you do not want to be doing.
So the campaign all got started after a fumble by Birmingham Groves, and the Lakers responded quickly with a Allos reception from Jackson for about a 26-yard touchdown, and the Lakers went up 7-0, and then we come back with a very nice response there by Birmingham Groves. We're all tied up, 6:09 to go here in the first quarter. Dave Scott along with Matt Catoni, Dom Catoni on camera, and we thank you for tuning in to our second broadcast of the season, West Bloomfield High School Laker football. Kicking for the Falcons will be Gage Waters. Back to receive for West Bloomfield is Jaden Allos standing on the Laker 7-yard line. Still conventional kickoff in high school. That was crazy last night watching the NFL kickoff with that very different kickoff. I don't know if I like that one or not.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Okay.
Not my football.
Nice to see conventional. Just kind of a short kick right along the ground to the 47-yard line, where it's handled nicely by West Bloomfield's Merriweather, one of the up front men. It almost looked like it was an onside kick, but a lot of impact. And I think both of these teams are fearful of kicking it to the deep man because maybe some concerns about the return capabilities of both of these teams.
Yeah, and just knowing how explosive both of these offenses can be, you want to try and steal a possession and get out to a lead.
So here come the Lakers. Elijah Durham split to the near side. In the slot for West Bloomfield is Allos. Quarterback is Bo Jackson. 6:08 to go, tied up at 7. Ball on the 47-yard line of West Bloomfield. Jackson under pressure's got time now. He breaks free. He's going to keep the ball. He's at the 50 and advances the ball down to the 47-yard line, a gain of 6. Nice job of the Laker quarterback, who couldn't find an open receiver and just tucked the ball in and got some yardage.
Yeah, phenomenal job of just knowing when to just call it on a pass play and take the yards that are available to you. But, I mean, wow. Just Jay Gardenhire and Josh Tate on that play, getting a pancake and just a phenomenal piece of pass blocking by the both of them right there.
All right, here come the Lakers back in the field after chatting it out a little bit. In the backfield is Shakespeare, the running back, along with the quarterback, Bo Jackson. 2 receivers split left, 1 up top to the right. 2nd down and 5. Handoff and a jet sweep for the Lakers for Flowers. He does not get around the edge and, in fact, loses yardage. That could be the prettiest play or the ugliest play in the playbook.
Yeah, one of those times where a guy like Aiden Lang gets back there and just draws out the play, pushes them back, and that's just, like you said, it's either a great play or you lose 5 yards.
All right,
there, it just gets blown up and you lose 5 yards.
Some discussion with the officiating crew about where they're going to spot the ball. I don't know if there is a penalty flag down right on the 50-yard line, in discussion with the Groves coaching staff. So this looks like it's going to be against West Bloomfield. Will Groves decline it or not? We'll find out.
Yeah, I would assume they would decline it, opting for the 3rd and long as opposed to a 2nd and long.
So it is a holding call against the Lakers, declined, and it's going to be 3rd down after a loss of I don't know, 5-6 yards. Going to be third down 11. Lakers maybe more. Third down at about 12 or 13 as the ball is placed now on the right hash on West Bloomfield's 46-yard line with 5:10 to go in the first quarter. And this game all tied up. Dave Scott, Matt Catoni, Dom Catoni on camera. Thank you for joining us for this. What is turning out to be an exciting OAA contest. Bo Jackson. They got the spread. In motion is Durham. Jackson looks, got an open man downfield. It is caught by Ellos, and that's going to be very close to a first down.
I can't, no, it looks like they're rolling. He dropped that at the end. Very unfortunate that he couldn't hold on to that. It looked like he had it, but looks like it just popped out at the end.
Yeah, it's too bad because he was all alone. The ball was underthrown a little bit. He did need to go down and get it, but unable to hold on to it. Now the Lakers with 4th and 13 or 14 had no choice but to kick. Back to receive is Paul Hubbard for the Falcons. 4:49 in the first quarter, tied up at 7. Here's the punt from the 35-yard line. High. Fair catch called, and there's going to be a penalty here as, unfortunately, West Bloomfield's Makai Harris bumped into the receiver.
Yeah, you just can't do that, and I'm especially surprised that happened considering that's right next to the West Bloomfield sideline. But that's just a penalty you cannot afford right there.
Well, maybe it was they'll deem it was accidental. The officials haven't ruled quickly on this one. We'll wait for the lead official. You see him on our live broadcast right now. He's getting some clarity about what's going to happen here with where this ball is going to be. It looks like they are going to walk off an infraction against the Lakers. And this one looks like it's going to be the 15-yard variety and advance the ball all the way up to somewhere around the 34-yard line of Birmingham Groves. So big mistake by the Lakers. And Groves now will get the ball back after a very impressive drive that resulted in a touchdown to tie the game moments ago. 4:41 of the first quarter. Groves with the ball to their own 33-yard line. Ryan Counts, the quarterback. 2 men split to the left, 1 to the right. Other than that, the offense all bunched up. They hand it off inside. This time it goes to Campo Lavasco. Breaks free again with another big run. This one good for 15. And the Lions are tackling the Lakers are tackling an awful lot in the secondary tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's another very well-blocked run and designed run for Birmingham Groves. You got Gash out there lead blocking and pulling from the tackle position. And I can't imagine a better lead blocker at this point in time for someone in high school football than Avery Gash. But
you'll have to forgive me if I say Lions a couple times tonight because I have tickets for Sunday night. And the first game of the NFL season, it's so hard to focus. 4:15 to go. 1st and 10. Ball to Laker territory on the 48-yard line. Groves with the ball. Counts in the shotgun. Hands it again to Campo Lavasco. Again, he breaks free at the 30, the 20, the 10. 3 Lakers follow him into the end zone, and it's a 48-yard touchdown run. And Birmingham Groves takes the lead.
And just another well-designed and blocked run. You're seeing a lot of pulling action here from the Birmingham offense early, and they're having a lot of success so far doing it. Last week we saw West Bloomfield, shut down the power run offense of Chippewa. Now we're seeing a little bit of finesse have some success against West Bloomfield's defense, and we're going to have to see if they adjust to that.
All right, so they set up down for the extra point. Again, this will be Gage Waters. Holding the ball is Chris Little for Birmingham Groves. Kick is up, and this is good. Got a couple of really nice kickers here tonight. He could have made that one from the 30-yard line. That was a great kick. So, kick is good. It is now 14-7 with the lead to Birmingham Groves. West Bloomfield has 7, Groves 14, 3:54 to go. If you're Zach Hilbers, what are you talking about with your defense right now?
It's got to be being more disciplined on some of these runs. They're rushing these gaps, expecting them to be there, and they're just falling for the poles.
Well, I mean, I guess if you look at it this way, if you're a Laker fan, you want to see a shootout here tonight. The way things are going, Jaden Allos is about ready to make his contribution. He's standing on the Lakers' 10-yard line getting ready to receive the ball. And the kick will be made by Gage Waters. Ball is placed now on the 40-yard line. Sun getting ready to set behind the trees here. And got a beautiful night for football here. Cleared up real nicely. A lot of fans over on the Lakers side. The hometown faithful couldn't be prouder to have everybody in this beautiful brand new stadium. Here comes a kick. It's a high one. It's going to make it all the way back to Allos. Takes the ball on the 5 to the 10. Breaking free at the 15. Slips by another receiver at the 20. 20 by to the 30. Still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And a great return for West Bloomfield and Jaden Allos.
Yeah, just another spark provided by Allos, this time in the forms of special teams on the return side, as opposed to his normal punting responsibilities. Right there, just huge to set the offense up in good position.
So the Lakers start with the ball on their 37-yard line, 1st and 10, now trailing by 7, 3:45 to go. And what has been a very eventful first quarter, Matt Catoni. Pretty exciting football here on Friday night under the lights at Birmingham Groves.
And it's going to be up to the West Bloomfield offense to answer them right here, or they could get ran out of Birmingham Groves Stadium.
Two receivers on the far side, one in the near, one man in the slot. The quarterback, Bo Jackson, takes the ball, wants to throw, good protection. Got a man open downfield, just overthrown, just a touch in and out of the hands of Flowers, and incomplete, 2nd down.
It looked like Elijah Durham got a hand on that after, too.
Yeah, it did.
And had he not, that ball might have been going the other way.
Well, it's funny, they were both in the same trajectory. Flowers in the front, Durham maybe 5-10 yards behind, and it was really overthrown. Neither one of them could have got to the ball. 2nd down and 10. Jackson with Tate in the backfield. Spread offense. They hand it off to Tate. Drives the ball right at the middle. Gets a good surge from the offensive line. Doing a really good job on that play was Travis Robertson. Blocking and making a big hole.
Yeah, really the driving force of this West Bloomfield team, if you ask Kilbers, is the trenches. So really, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the offense start to kind of lean on that strength more as they try and get back in this game.
All right, well, big 3rd down. Lakers need a conversion here. It's 3rd down and a long 6 on the 43-yard line of West Bloomfield. 3:08 to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, exciting game. Lakers down by 7. It's Groves 14. WB 7. Jackson in the shotgun. Man in motion. Jackson wants to throw. Finds a man open downfield. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Durham. Last minute cut. They couldn't connect. 4th down.
Yeah, they do a good job of picking up the blitz, but the pass is just out of Durham's reach right there. Really just an unfortunate misfire right there by Bo Jackson. Had they been able to connect right there, that might have been 6.
You know, I do like the way Jackson manages himself in the pocket. He's able to scramble. The offensive line has been doing a pretty good job giving him enough time tonight. And I think before it's all over, those errant passes and maybe not perfect routes will tighten up a little bit. We can only hope. 4th down now. Lakers will punt. Allos is back to kick from the 27-yard line. Sanders down on the Falcons 20. Ball kicked in his direction. He'll take it there to the 25, the 30, up to the 35, and all the way to the 40. Correction, that was Paul Hubbard. And that is where Birmingham Groves will get the ball, leading by 7 with 2:43 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, good return right there for Hubbard, but he also took a nice shot in response for it. Now it's, crucial that the West Bloomfield defense stands up right here, because don't want to be down 2 possessions against a rushing offense like Birmingham Groves.
On the last 2 drives, the Lakers have had difficulty stopping the run, including the running of Campo Cavasco. Groves all bunched up. They look like they want to run one more time. Counts, hands the ball off. Sanders with the ball, gain of about 5, maybe a little bit more. It'll advance the ball to the 45-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 5. Nice hole there in the middle of the line.
A very good carry right there for the offense, setting up a 2nd and medium where they just need 2-3 yards to carry these next 2 plays and they can pick it up again.
2:18 to go in the first quarter. Groves 14, West Bloomfield 7. Hardy split out to the far side. Another receiver on the near side. Quarterback Counts in the shotgun, standing at his own 40-yard line. Man in motion. Now they hand the ball, another run right up the center. And this time it is, again, Campo. And I want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Campoy Labasco.
And again, just a good job by Birmingham Groves getting someone out in front of that ball carrier as the lead blocker and sort of just getting them through the hole first and having them clear it.
All right, so it's a big 3rd down for the Laker defense. 3rd down and 2, ball to the 48-yard line of Groves. They need to get to midfield for the 1st down. Laker defense is looking for the run. Counts, quarterback under center. Hand it off to the man in the backfield. It's Labasco again. He breaks free, gets the 1st down, and that young man is getting everything he wants tonight.
Yeah, and it's not just the holes that are there. He's doing a good job of not going down at first contact. Right there, it looked like he carried or had a West Bloomfield player's hands on him for about 5 or 6 yards before he went down.
So the ball at the 41-yard line of West Bloomfield. They want to hurry up here in Grove territory. Falcons line up, set up, snap the ball. They run it again. Big hole. And Labasco again runs the ball. Another gain of about 20 yards. Gets the ball down to the 19-yard line for another Birmingham Groves 1st down.
Yeah, they motion over Noah Woods right before that play starts. And then once again, they get the lead, pulling offensive linemen out in front, and then phenomenal run again.
All right, they stay in the hurry-up 20-yard line of the Lakers for the Falcons. They do it again to Labasco. This time the Lakers pick it up. I mean, if it works 2 or 3 times, why not just keep trying it? Eventually, the Lakers do. They stop him after a 3-yard gain, but still a 3-yard gain. Ball on the 17, and that's the end of the first quarter with your West Bloomfield Lakers trailing 14-7. And you hear the hometown fans very happy with the way things went in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they have all the reason to be happy right now, just running the ball all over West Bloomfield to start this game. And right now, West Bloomfield has got to find a way to answer these polling guards.
Well, we want to thank you very much for tuning in for our broadcast, well, on television and radio. Certainly full, complete television broadcast all season long from home. We hope you to come by and see the big, beautiful, new, enormous scoreboard that we have. And we kind of got through the first game okay. We'll do better next time. Went pretty good, though. A lot of replays, a lot of fan engagement, and we hope you enjoy the experience at West Bloomfield. And we also hope, if you can't make the game, you enjoy the experience on radio, 89.3 Lakes FM, on TV, Civic Center TV Channel 15, CivicCenterTV.com, and, of course, all the social media outlets. The game is there. And good thing to do also, to get an opportunity Monday through Friday in the morning, tune in all those same outlets, the radio, TV, tune in for the Splash. Tyler and Kevin and Jake, the whole crew there, each and every morning, they do an hour of local news and information. It's unlike anything produced by any community television channel anywhere. It's like the kind of thing you'd see on the networks. Now, Matt's saying you might be exaggerating a little bit, but it's a really darn good show. Find out what's happening in our community each and every morning on the Splash Live. Watch it right here on Civic Center TV. So we kick off the second quarter with a 14-7 lead for the Falcons and Birmingham Groves. They're knocking on the door in the red zone of West Bloomfield one more time. The quarterback counts under center. Takes the snap. Wants to pass. And he is sacked big time. Great job that time by Jeremiah Benson penetrating. And that's something the Lakers haven't seen in the first half.
Yeah, a very, very huge play right there for the Lakers, getting back there for the sack. Benson just setting this Birmingham Groves offense back. It's about 10 yards on that sack right there.
Yeah, they got the ball placed on the 27-yard line. I'll call it a loss of 7, setting up 3rd down and 17. I don't know what you rip out of the playbook for 3rd down and 17. Maybe a run to Lavasco. It's been working pretty good all night, but we'll see. 3 receivers split out to the left. The Lakers secondary responding with the proper set. Counts in the shotgun. Pressure from the Lakers. Counts gets the ball off. It's going to be complete, but out of bounds, short of the first down at about the 12-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 2 on the Lakers 12. And, they got this. Gage Waters is a great kicker. But I think we're going to we'll wait and see exactly what they're going to do here.
Yeah, the way they've been running the ball tonight, I would expect them to go for it. It's not as close for the spot as I thought. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 2.5, 4th and 3.
All right, so they bring the quarterback Counts out. They've got Lavasco out there as well. And he sets up in the backfield along with Dominic Taylor. 4th down, big 4th down play for the Laker defense. Can they get a stop here? Birmingham Groves. They get the Lakers jumping offside. I didn't see the flag ball. We'll wait for that. Pass is complete. Good for the first down either way. Down to about the 7 or 8 yard line. I saw a Laker jump. He must have got back. Officials call nothing. It wasn't a free play at all. And Groves got the first down nonetheless.
Yeah, really a phenomenal catch right there by Noah Woods. He took a nice shot right there at the end. I'm surprised he was able to hold on to that, but a great catch nonetheless, and he picks up the first down for Birmingham Groves.
So Ryan Counts, quarterback, comes over to the bench. He gets the play, works his way back out on the field. It's 1st and 10 in the Laker red zone with Birmingham Groves leading by 7, 14-7 with 10:22 to go in the second quarter. Knocking on the door from the 12-yard line of West Bloomfield. Counts. It looks like he's got Sanders in the backfield. I can't tell for sure. Also, Dominic Taylor. And officials blow the whistle. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Not quite sure. Okay, it's going to be a timeout for the Falcons. And that obviously wanted an opportunity to take a look at this play. And maybe they didn't like something about the Laker defense there.
Yeah. Maybe trying to get an idea of how they want to attack them to set up the 2nd and goal play, or if they're going to potentially pass it here and shock the Lakers.
So it's been an amazing running attack behind a terrific offensive line has been creating huge holes for the running backs of the Falcons. It's been 10, 20, 30, 40-yard gainers. And this is after getting off to a rough start. The Falcons fumbled on their first drive. Lakers came back and scored their only 7 points of the game. But then it's been 14 in response by the Falcons, running the ball very effectively against West Bloomfield. And now, with 9:57 to go in the second quarter, here come the Falcons, 1st and goal to go. Ball on the 7-yard line of West Bloomfield, leading by 7. Sanders is out there in the backfield along with Dominic Taylor for the Falcons. Quarterback Counts under center. Man in motion. Counts, hands off to Sanders. Sanders trying to find a hole. Doesn't find anything up the middle. Gets out to the right-hand side, and he gets a touchdown. Almost tied up by the Lakers, but a little bit like that other Sanders, he was able to slip free and get the touchdown for the Falcons.
Yeah, a very impressive run right there for Sanders. It looked like he was going to be stopped a few yards short of the end zone. Set up a 2nd and goal from about the 2 or 3 yard line, but he keeps chugging and finds a way to get into the end zone to really push the Lakers back up against the wall right here now.
I just got to give the nod to your brother. I'm surrounded by so much Catoni talent tonight. He's doing a great job catching all that on TV, and I hope you enjoyed seeing that play. Nice job down to Catoni. Sanders, 7-yard touchdown scamper at 9:50, setting up for the extra point. 9:50 in the second quarter. And here is the kick. It is up, and it is good by Waters one more time. So, Groves has extended their lead to 14. It's West Bloomfield 7, Groves 21 on a Sanders 7-yard run for the touchdown.
Yeah, crucial now for the Lakers offense to answer here, because with the way that the Birmingham Groves Falcons are running the football right now, you can't afford to go possessions without picking up multiple first downs.
Now the Lakers, they've really been mixing it up between their passing game, which hasn't been working as effectively as they would want tonight, and their running game. When the Lakers run the ball, they got a different style than the Falcons. They seem really kind of like old Bo Schembechler, Big Ten kind of football. Run it right up the middle, 3 yards in a pile of dust or whatever they used to say. And, that gritty running but behind the Lakers offensive line might not be a way to get back in the game quickly, but it's a good way to get back in the game. So the kick is off, kicked all the way down to Alos at the 10. To the 15, to the 20, still on his feet, breaks free to the 25, finally brought down at the 27-yard line. You're the Laker offensive coordinator, Matt. What do you do?
Oh, my. It's going to be a penalty right there. I'm not sure who it's going to be on. It may be on Birmingham Groves right there at the end, pushing Cam Flowers to the ground. But
so maybe a personal foul after the whistle call. We'll wait and see. Groves getting a little rambunctious there, but we'll wait for the official call and see how they mark this one off. Penalty is back on the 17-yard line. That'll be the spot of foul likely. And we'll wait and see how they march it off. Lakers coming back on the field here. It's going to be against West Bloomfield, I believe. And so there you go, a little tussle after the play. And the Lakers on the bad side of that call. So that's tough. The ball would have been on the 27, 28-yard line, and now the Lakers are all the way back on the their own 14-yard line. The kind of thing you don't really want to see when you're trying to build momentum.
Yeah, really setting yourself back even before the drive gets started. You would have been at around the 30. Now you're back inside your own 20.
All right, so here comes West Bloomfield with 9:43 to go. Only trailing by 14, 9:43 to go in the first half. Jackson hands off the ball. Lakers run it right up the center. Really nice run that time by Shakespeare. He gets the ball to the 17-yard line. And correction, that's Tate. And a nice gainer of about 5. That's what the Lakers need on first down, and they get it.
Yeah, the offense kind of needs to take a breather right here. Recognize that they get the ball to start the second half. And right now what they need to do is get points no matter how ugly it is. They need to get points this drive.
Split out to the top side is Durham. Flowers on the right. In the shotgun is Bo Jackson. They hand it off, run it up the middle. Nice big hole for the Lakers. Good for a Laker first down. Another nice, strong run right up the middle for West Bloomfield. And again, that was Tate.
Yeah, yep, they are going to give them the first down. So really crucial first down right there for the Lakers to breathe some life into this offense.
I love what they're doing right now. I'm the OC. I'm saying, okay, let's take control. We got the big, powerful offensive line. Let's just grind this thing up the field, get another 7, and take the rest of the clock off this first half. Lakers running up the gut one more time. Nice job by the offensive line. Another big hold. A great job by Tate. 5, 6, maybe 7 yards on first down, and the Laker bench is loving it, Matt Catoni.
Yep, shrugs off a tackle early on in that run and keeps going to make it a second and short right here. and setting this Lakers offense up in good position to keep on picking up first downs.
Dave Scott in for Tyler Keefe tonight, who is recovering nicely after a little surgical operation this week. Good to be up in the press box, even under these circumstances, along with Matt and Dom Catoni. West Bloomfield, 2nd down and 2 on the 33-yard line of the Lakers. Here's Bo Jackson, takes a snap. They want to hand it off, and they do it again. Another first down penalty flag. There's going to be a face mask call. It was so obvious. The Lakers doing a nice job on the run right there from Tate. The defense, the defender, I didn't catch who it was, just put his hand right in there in front of everybody. Official saw it, threw the flag. Here comes 15 yards.
Yeah, another phenomenal run right there for Tate. Might have gone for more yardage had he not gotten pulled down by his face mask, but nonetheless, they will pick up 15 yardage after the gain.
It's clearly getting a little physical down there between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, Birmingham Groves, a very talented team in their own right, looking to upset West Bloomfield, and that things can get fiery in those situations.
All right, here are the West Bloomfield Lakers now after the penalty on the 47-yard line of Birmingham Groves, down by 14, 7:33 to go until halftime. Durham split out to the left. On the near side, it's Flowers. Taking the snap in the backfield will be Shakespeare. And he's going to run the ball. Direct snap, breaks free, gets a hole. 5, 6, 7 yards. Nice little run by the West Bloomfield running back on the direct snap. Setting up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, after a series of successful runs with Tate, they opted to put Shakespeare in and run that read option play, and he picks up a good 4 or 5 yards on that carry right there to make it a 2nd and manageable.
All right, Bo Jackson back in at the QB. It's 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 43-yard line of Birmingham Groves. 6:43 to go in the second quarter, 21-7. Bo Jackson. Hands off, fumble in the backfield. Lakers have to fall in. Exchange between Bo Jackson and Duru did not go well. Loss of about 5 yards, going to set up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, botched handoff right there. It looked like there was going to be some yardage there to pick up and at least make it a 3rd and short, but now set up with a 3rd and long, and just a very unfortunate mistake on a crucial set of series.
I don't know if you saw it in the video, but Duru kind of slapping his chest saying, hey, that one was on me. Bo did it right, my fault. Let's go get it back. Big play. Groves fans want to stop on 3rd down. Lakers need to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 10 on the 47 of Groves. Bo Jackson in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw, getting good protection. Got a man open downfield. Ball is thrown a little bit low. Incomplete. The Lakers will have to kick. And all alone and open was Durham. Very close to the first down. But the ball underthrown a little bit.
It looked like it underthrown, but it looked like the ball just sailed right through and diving Elijah Durham right there. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, the ball went down. It was real low. Definitely went between his legs. And you saw the video, and I think people at home can decide whether he should have caught that or not. Not an easy catch to make either way, though.
But
no.
For a guy like Elijah Durham, sometimes he makes those hard catches, but it all comes back to that botched handoff, setting yourself back at 3rd and long as opposed to...
Sanders back to receive on the 16-yard line of Groves. Kick is in his direction. He'll get it. Actually, the up man takes it with a fair catch at the 18-yard line. So Groves get the ball back. Lakers had a nice drive going there, but, incomplete pass, fumble, those kind of things are going to kill a drive, and they do that time. 5:39 to go until halftime. 21-7. The home team is leading the way here at Birmingham Groves.
And now the way that they've been running the ball, they could eat up most of this clock and then go into halftime up 3 possessions, and that's something the Lakers aren't used to, nor would they like to see here tonight.
Well, the Laker defense got a chance to get a little bit of rest here during that nice offensive drive there for West Bloomfield. Let's see if they respond. Nick Hardy is split out to the far side. Quarterback counts in the shotgun. I think that might be Sanders in the backfield with him. Actually, they're going to take the direct snap to Sanders. He splits out to the right, got some pressure, almost caught in the backfield, and he is slowed down that time real nicely by Corey Pittman II, and that was enough to let the rest of the Lakers come in, and no gain on first down from Sanders.
Yeah, almost kind of like a hockey assist on that tackle. Chops Pittman does a good job of slowing down Sanders and making sure that that run doesn't break out at all, and they end up getting to him in the backfield.
Good speed on speed. You got a speedy running back. You got a speedy defender. And that time, Pittman really able to get there and make a great play. If you're not watching this and you're listening on the radio, hurry home. Turn on YouTube. Turn on Civic Center TV, Channel 15 on Comcast 99 AT&T. Watch along. Second down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. 4:49 to go. Groves with the ball to their own side of the field, leading by 14. Counts the quarterback. Pass is blocked at the line of scrimmage, and a really nice job. I want to say that was Josh Bryant, but I'll have to confirm that here in a moment.
Yeah, it looked like that was Josh Bryant. Looked like it was 44 getting his hand on the ball right there. But that was something we saw last week. The Lakers defensive line getting their hands up when it doesn't look like they're going to get back there to the passer and swatting that ball down.
All right, so still some time left. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock. Plenty of time. 4:41. Lakers get a stop here on third down. It'd be great. 3rd and 10. Ball to the 20 of Groves. 4:41 to go until halftime. Groves in the spread. Counts, takes his time. Looking around. He's got a man. Ball call at the 20, but that's going to be it. Oh, they advance the ball up beyond the 30 on the second effort. And that's going to be a Birmingham Groves first down.
Yeah, faking the screen to the opposite side of the field and then coming back to Little on that screen. And I believe that's about the third or fourth consecutive third down where they've looked to Little there on the pass. And he pays dividends right there as he picks up the first down.
Little in the slot, Hardy on the near side. Quarterback Counts under center. They run the ball right at the center. It's Lavasco. This time he gets about 3, 4, 5 yards. They'll place the ball on the 36-yard line of Birmingham Groves, and the Falcons will have second down and 5 to go.
And that was just a crucial third down pickup right there, because now you see it 3:40 left in the quarter. Birmingham Groves is very likely, even if they don't pick up this series of downs, going to eat up a lot of this quarter right here and leave West Bloomfield with little time in the half.
So 2 receivers split out to the right for Groves. They quickly snap the ball. Lavasco runs it up the center. Lakers able to stop him before he gets a first down, but he is close. So mark the ball to the 40-yard line, about a half a yard short of the first down, setting up 3rd and short. Ball on the 41-yard line. 3:12 to go until halftime, and Groves leading 21-7.
And 3rd and inches here now, too. So all they really got to do is just fall forward right here to pick up this set of downs. And I feel it'd be safe to assume they'll go for it if they don't gain anything on third down.
I was kind of looking for Sanders and one of the other running backs to come in and take the direct snap, but they got Counts out there as a quarterback, and Lavasco in the backfield along with Counts. Look for a handoff to Lavasco. It's been working great all night long. Counts under center. Defense all bunched up. And a timeout taken here by the Groves coach. Their second timeout of the first half. And again, they maybe wanted to see the defense. Not sure why. You know, I kind of like that, because so often in football, we see those first half timeouts just never be used. You know, they're not needed to preserve clock generally in the game in the first half. And Groves coaching staff's got some things to say or wants some fresh legs for his guys when they go for an important play.
Yeah, that proverbial chess match that they say goes on between head coaches in football games, and that I think that's a bit of what we're seeing right now. Saw what West Bloomfield came out on defense right there. Try to get an idea to influence his play call right here and recognizing how crucial of a first down this potentially could be. and recognizing that if they go up 3 possessions, it could spell an early night for the West Bloomfield team.
When you think of Friday night lights, you think of this setting we have here. A beautiful night in the fall, cooling down a little bit. Beautiful sky with a gorgeous sunset off to the west. And all these fans out here having a great time. The fans, the cheerleaders, and an amazing football game. Right now being led by the Falcons 21-7, third down and inches. The Falcons all bunched up. They run it right at the center. They're going to get the first down, and that pile just continues to move forward for a couple of yards up to the 45-yard line. And I wouldn't say it in a high school broadcast, but you know that push that they talk about? That's kind of what that one looked like.
Yeah, just opting for the quarterback sneak right there. And like we said before, all they had to really do right there was fall forward and just try to make it as any sort of gain past the line of scrimmage, and they would have picked that first down up, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, ball to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go until halftime for Birmingham Groves. They're on their own 45, moving the ball nicely, leading by 14. Counts in the shotgun. Man in motion. Jet sweep. Jet sweep by Little. He gets around the corner and breaks free. He's got the ball down to the 45. He's thrown out of bounds by West Bloomfield's Jamal Shakespeare, but not after gaining about 20 yards and advancing the ball all the way down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Shakespeare absorbing a lot of contact on that hit right there from Little on that run, but shrugging it off and throwing him down, but not after a very nice gain by this Birmingham Groves offense once again.
So 1st and 10, another big gain on another big run for Birmingham Groves. A little over a minute to go until halftime. Counts. Calls a man in motion. They hand this one off to Lavasco. Gets about 2-3 yards. Lakers do a pretty good job at defense that time. Brought down by Will Espy. And anytime you get hold, that guy has been knocking off yards big time all night long to 3 yards or so. You got to say that's a successful defensive play.
Yep, and again, coming back out in the hurry up.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Counts wants to throw. Pass over the head of his receiver, Little, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 43 seconds to go. Bring up 3rd down and 7.
I think we saw a little bit of the downside to running hurry up as often as Birmingham Groves has here tonight. West Bloomfield kind of shooting through right there, getting through those offensive linemen very quickly right there and forcing a very quick and errant pass from the quarterback.
We'll have a chance to hear the Birmingham Groves band at halftime, talk a little bit about our first half, and just get some thoughts and comments about NFL football starting off from one Matt Catoni. And he also likes that team in Ann Arbor. We'll get his thoughts about that, too, at halftime today. 3rd down, ball on the 33-yard line. Reverse. And a great job at a tackle by the Lakers to stop the reverse on the Sanders run. But Sanders, with the extra effort, is able to push it out and get a first down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they're signaling to clock it here now, too, but a phenomenal job by the Lakers defense to ensure that didn't go any further.
All right, well, they got to clock the ball because they used a lot of their timeouts. They've got one timeout left with 30 seconds to go, and honestly, this is a big emotional moment for both of these teams. You go down more than 14 at halftime, it's starting to look a little bit like a beatdown. I don't know, it's just something symbolic about more than 14 points to me. Lakers want to do everything they can to get this clock run down. Big moral victory for West Bloomfield if they can keep Groves out of the end zone and prevent them from even getting a field goal in these last 30 seconds of the first half. Counts, the quarterback. Man in motion is Sanders. Counts takes a snap, passes to Sanders, catches the ball. He is not brought down, but he is stopped inbounds at the 22-yard line, and the clock is stopped in a timeout. 19 seconds left to go Well, the Lakers did a pretty good job on Sanders. They almost caught him immediately, but those solo one-on-one tackles against a guy like that, he's so nimble. He's been doing a great job. He's been breaking those tackles all night long. Second man by West Bloomfield was able to get him, and the key was get him down in bounds.
Yeah, getting him down in bounds is huge right there. You're seeing Birmingham Groves burn that final timeout now, kind of putting them in a position where they likely will not opt to run it again, but be interesting to see if they try and run it right here and get to the line quick and spike it. But
well, it's third down here. You either want to, you got the ball on the right hash. You know, you can't run it down and spike it and kick a field goal because it's third down. You gotta, your Groves, you gotta get the first down. You get the first down, you get yourself in position. Maybe you take a throw or two at the end zone, and if that doesn't work, you got a really good kicker in Gage Waters, who, based on what we've seen with the extra points, I think he can make a 35-yard field goal, or at least has the opportunity to make it. So we'll see what happens here. Birmingham Groves leading by 14, 21-7. 21 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 2. Ball on the 21-yard line of West Bloomfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Quarterback counts, wants to throw, looking for somebody downfield. Intercepted! West Bloomfield! That is exactly what the Lakers need, and when you need it, you go to Will Espy to come up with a big INT.
yeah, I believe it was Espy earlier who came up with the recovery on the fumble, gets his hands on the ball once again on the interception, and a crucial one right there for the Lakers, ensuring that the Birmingham offense does not pick up any points going into halftime.
That was a little risky going for it on third down. I think they threw on third down knowing it would stop the clock if it was incomplete and they could kick the field goal, but they weren't thinking about Will Espy coming in there and making that INT. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, keeping Groves off the board and getting any more points, I think it's a nice moral victory, something you could take into halftime.
Yeah, a lot to go over at halftime, obviously, but getting the ball and going in down 14 is a lot better as opposed to, like you were saying, the aspect of being down 3 possessions.
All right, Lakers fumble the ball on the snap, and the Lakers are going to let the clock run out as Bo Jackson was wise enough to fall on the ball. No more timeouts by Groves, so the clock will run out, and there it is. Put it in the record books, the first half at least. It's Birmingham Groves surprising the West Bloomfield Lakers 21-7, and a very interesting first half here in Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's with the strength of this West Bloomfield team being the offensive and defensive lines, you don't expect them to necessarily give up the rushing yardage that they have tonight, and that's something that has really stood out is just how easily they have been able to run the ball and just how susceptible to pulling action that this West Bloomfield defensive front has been. And it's going to be interesting to see how the coaching staff addresses that in the second half.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. Cooling off a little bit here. And Matt Catoni had the air conditioning set on like refrigerator. I was waiting for the ice cubes to start pouring out of the air conditioning. They have a beautiful facility here in Birmingham. Gorgeous new press box. We were here for the first game ever last year. First game ever played here. It's absolutely terrific. You've, I'm sure, driven by this school on 13 Mile Road, and really they built a beautiful, complete athletic complex. Absolutely gorgeous. We have a very nice athletic complex in West Bloomfield as well. But I got to say, they got the press box thing on us a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, this entire facility is just impressive, from the practice field right next door, the softball and baseball fields, and I even thought I noticed a rock climbing wall attached to the school.
Well, and not only that, take a look across on the other side of the football field. They have kind of a military-esque course there with walls and poles and, lines and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of, course that you might see if you're at a training camp in the U.S. Army or something. So, nice facility here. I wish the play of Birmingham Groves wasn't so nice in the first half. The Lakers got off to a good start as Birmingham Groves fumbled the ball and the Lakers marched it in for their first and only touchdown in the first half. But after that, Matt Catoni, it's been 21 straight points, and primarily on some really big runs and a very effective ground game for Birmingham Groves tonight.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's kind of the exact opposite of what we saw last week versus Chippewa. West Bloomfield forces the early turnover, gets out in front, and instead of kind of crumbling and falling like what Chippewa did last week, Birmingham Groves punched right back and came out with 21 unanswered points. And now here we are going into half. West Bloomfield looking at their first possession, needing points, not wanting points, but needing them.
All right, well, we'll take a look at the second half in a couple of minutes and talk a little bit more about what the Lakers need to do to turn this thing around. I'm sure Coach Zach Hilbers is talking to his team right now and say, hey, look, we have all the talent we need to turn this game around, but we'll talk strategy about what they may be considering here in a couple of minutes. As for tonight's broadcast and tonight's game, it's a great night for West Bloomfield High School football, and it kind of sets up what is really now the first weekend of the season, Matt Catoni, where we have it all. I mean, last weekend we had some high school and college football. It was scattered around a little bit because of the holiday. And now we've finally kicked off the NFL season with an incredible inaugural game last night on Thursday night, and with the Chiefs and the Ravens that went down to the very last second of the game and was decided by the tippy toe of one of the receivers that was on the end zone line, giving Kansas City the win. But now I kind of feel like football. I don't know how you feel. I couldn't be more excited about all of this. There's going to be a really exciting campaign going on in downtown Detroit, a really exciting campaign going on in Ann Arbor. East Lansing, they got some work to do. They'll take a couple of years and pull it back together, but this isn't, again, going to be their year as they're rebuilding. And then we have a very exciting season ahead of us in West Bloomfield. Let's work our way from the most professional down to our most local team and start by talking about the NFL and the Detroit Lions. Your thought about Sunday's game as Matt Stafford returns to revisit that amazing playoff victory with the Lions, and the Lions beating Matt Stafford when he came to town.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of Lions fans are disappointed that Kelly Stafford will not be in attendance for the game. But I think it's going to be a phenomenal game. You know, a remodeled Rams defense after Aaron Donald retires. It's going to be interesting to see how that impacts the Lions' attack for them. But a beat-up Rams secondary with injuries to both Darius Williams and other players in that secondary. It's going to be interesting to see how Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams come out, and if the Lions lean more on the passing game week one as opposed to their stereotypical running offense.
Well, I don't see why the Lions won't just run the ball right at the gut. I mean, when you have two of the best running backs, 2,000-yard running backs from last season, you know, in your lineup, why not give that a try at first and see what happens without Aaron Donald there? I think the Rams they got a little bit of work to do, but I think the really interesting part of this game is going to be on the flip side of that whole situation. I'm very curious to see if Matt Stafford can take apart our secondary. We have this new, young, rebuilt secondary. The secondary clearly the weakness of this team historically. I think, you know, I went back and watched some of the games from last year, and I'm thinking, well, that was our Achilles heel. It was the secondary. Had that been a little bit tighter, the Lions might have taken another step. So I'm really interested to see. Yes, I'm also interested to see how the offense is going to do, but I'm really interested to see if the amazing Matt Stafford, who I think very highly of, and we know he's a great quarterback, can tear apart our secondary.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, especially on the Rams side, could potentially be out 3 offensive linemen. Their right tackle, Ron Havenstein, should play, but they could potentially be out both tackles and a starting guard. And that's something with considering Hutch's ability to get to the passer as is. Going up against the beat-up Rams offensive line, we could see Hutch come out and just start on fire to start the season.
Well, I think he's going to have a much better year because he's not going to have to carry the entire weight. Hopefully will be some more effective quarterback pressure up the middle and from the other side of the defensive line. I'm just a little inside baseball. I'm just really glad that I don't have to be over at your house watching the game because that talk about, a split fan base inside of one family. His dad, ladies and gentlemen, my very good friend John Catoni, is kind of an LA Rams fan. So how do you guys settle that at your house on Sunday night?
Well, I mean, obviously the general consensus in the house is a Lions consensus because, got to root for the home team. But, it's not necessarily the end of the world, not going to be too ugly, but Lions will be the team most pulled for and ultimately should be the team that pulls out the W. So,
my friends listening, Matt Catoni is as Michigan of a Michigan fan as you're going to run into. He's got his maize and blue jersey, his maize and blue pants, and my guess is his undergarments are maize and blue tonight as well. This guy is so maize and blue. He loves the Wolverines. They're clearly his favorite team, and you probably watched last week's game like I did, and we get the pleasure of seeing our heroes from West Bloomfield, Donovan Edwards and Makari Page and Samaj Morgan. But the Wolverines didn't have the best of weeks last week, even though they came up with a big victory, and they got a real test this weekend against Texas.
Yeah, the offense wasn't necessarily as flashy as we had hoped, but it really was efficient, at least. And, the game wasn't necessarily in doubt. It was a little maybe too close for comfort considering, us being defending national champs and all. But I expect a good game against Texas this week, and really they just need to not turn the ball over. We've seen them in the past win with quarterbacks like Cade McNamara, or John O'Corn, Wilson Spate. So it'll be interesting to see, how the team progresses with a guy like Alex Orji who can really create with the football in his own hands.
And do you think, talking a little bit about it from a West Bloomfield perspective, and listeners of this broadcast, I'll tell you what, it's so much fun. I hope you have as much fun watching Michigan games as I do. And I grew up a Michigan fan. I've always tried to be fair to both teams in the state, but I grew up a Michigan fan. But after calling the Lakers through the Donovan Edwards era all the way to the state championship, and then seeing the success of Makari Page, and then Samaj Morgan thrill us on Friday nights, and now at U of M, it makes it even more fun. But will Donovan Edwards be a big factor for the Wolverines before the year is over?
Yeah, I like to think that he'll get things going as the weeks go on and on. Sort of started off slow last week, but it's just kind of one of those things with the running back position, I think, where you're going to need some more carries, more touches, get in a bit of a rhythm, and as the season goes on, I think we'll see him start to break off more explosive runs. And, granted, he tends to show up in the big games like we've seen against Ohio State, the Big Ten Championship, the playoffs. Big game this week against Texas. Hopefully he shows out there.
Well, you win the games that are tough early in the season, then maybe some would say maybe you didn't have your best performance, and things get better, and hopefully you work those things out week after week, and you get better. Taking a look at our West Bloomfield Lakers, and I've not had the pleasure of, you watch a game differently when you call it. You really do. You're very engaged, and I haven't been doing that the last couple of years, but looking back at the history of West Bloomfield through the amazing runs they've had the last several years, when the Lakers find themselves in trouble, it traditionally has been our defense that has got us out of trouble. We've always had these offensive stars, no question about it, but we've generally been pretty big up front. We've generally had some amazing defensive standouts. And in games like this in the past, if the offense isn't clicking 110%, usually it's been the defense that gets the Lakers back in the game. I don't know what they're talking about in the locker room right now, but if that's going to be the story for the second half, there's some work left to do tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned the defense kind of being like spark plug of the West Bloomfield teams in years past. We saw it sort of serve as that spark last year when they went on their run. Could that interception right before the half be what they needed to go into half with some momentum and say, listen, guys, the buck stops with us. As a defense, we have to come together, not allow any points the rest of the game.
And I think everything went wrong for the offense in that first half too. You know, they really did have some problems. The offensive line did a good job, but the Lakers decided to put the ball up in the air. Why not? When you've got a very effective quarterback like Bo Jackson. But he wasn't able to get in sync with his receivers. There were too many passes that weren't right there. You know, you look at that and you say, well, I mean, a novice, a neophyte would always look at that and say, well, the quarterback's not getting the ball where it needs to be. It doesn't always account for the routes and everything else going on and the other factors. Clearly, the Laker receivers need to get on site with their quarterback, because Bo Jackson, he's a monster. I love watching him throw the ball. He's got great pocket composure. And even though a lot of those plays didn't work out in the first half, the Lakers were able to give him the time he needed to throw the ball.
Yeah, and really the key, too, on a lot of those plays where they have those misfires on offense in the passing game, they get a penalty or a botched snap or a botched handoff right before to set the sticks just that much slightly further back before the play and set themselves just slightly out of range. That makes you think after the miscue. If it wasn't for that penalty, if it wasn't for that botched handoff, do they pick up the first down instead?
So are you looking at a couple of adjustments that I have no idea what Zach is going to do, and I'm hardly an expert on this team, or he had a really defensive strategy. Do the Lakers need to bring their safeties up a little bit, put a little bit more pressure inside to try to slow down that running game and stop that?
Well, they might need to start cheating that motion a little bit and kind of trying to cheat the poles even. Because a lot of the time when you see the tight end or fullback going to motion, there's not a lot of misdirection with the handoffs or anything. It's a lot of just following straight forward, going where follow the lead blocker.
And then taking a look at the Lakers offensively. Do you want to go for that big strike? Or the Lakers did a pretty good job in that last drive, although it ended abruptly because of some mistakes. The Lakers have been able to run the ball differently, not huge plays, but they've been able to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards on most of their running plays. If I had the stats of tonight's game, I don't think their yardage per run would be all that low.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting about 5, 6 yards a carry, and that's kind of what I would lean on coming out of the half. You get the ball first. Getting points is crucial because then you're just one defensive stop, one turnover away from tying the game. So I would look to them to lean on Obi Juru and Josh Tate a lot this drive.
And really, if you want them to be really excited about, as we were at the end of the first half, I mean, just think about it for a minute. The Falcons were on the 7, 8, 9, 10-yard line with 19 seconds to go, and they with third down, and they could not get in the end zone. Threw the ball. Lakers came up with the interception. That could have very easily been 7 more points, and the Lakers could be down 21. Now they're down 14. They get the ball. That could be, if the Lakers are able to score in their first possession, that is a 14-point turnaround. And that's the kind of thing that gets you mowed and gets you back in the game.
Yeah, really, and it could, like we were saying, that turnover could serve as a spark for the Lakers team tonight, and it's just going to be interesting to see how they come out and attack the Birmingham Groves defense to start the second half.
All right, well, I want to thank everyone involved with tonight's broadcast. Our fans, we love doing this. There's nothing we'd rather be doing on Friday night than calling these Laker games and setting up all of our equipment and doing everything we do, but it's still a lot of work, and we like to get it right. So sometimes a little stressful, but I want to just say thanks from the CEO's chair to our entire crew. Matt, I really appreciate the job you're doing coming in here and doing these games. Your brother, Dom Catoni, another member of the famous Catoni family, doing a great job on camera tonight and making it all work. It's not easy to shoot in the sun and the dark and everything and make it all happen. Looks good on TV. We really thank him. I want to thank Calvin back in our studios who gave up his Friday night. He had Friday night off, and Tyler got sick. He came back in, and he's working tonight, pressing all the buttons, getting us on the radio, getting us on TV, and making sure everything is going perfect technically, and giving up his Friday night. So we're all just happy and proud to be doing that, and we do it every Friday night. Next Friday night's going to be a lot of fun. It's Rochester Adams, and wow, I haven't checked our score tonight, but that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, that is going to be a huge game for OA Red standings. Rochester Adams West Bloomfield, both undefeated, entering this week at 1-0, tied atop of the OAA Red with Lake Orion. So going into next week, it could be a battle, just a battle for first place in the division.
Well, we hope so. We're expecting a good result here in the second half, but I got to tell you, here at Groves, they think they got this thing in the bag. I mean, the fans are all cheering. The team came out with a very high level of energy as they made their way back out of the field, and it's a great home experience. Lakers do a kind of a tough schedule this year with these 2 road games right at the beginning of the season and fewer OAA Red games at home than they've ever had, or fewer OAA games at home than they've ever had.
Yeah, a limited home schedule this year. Their next home game actually being their homecoming game because of that reason. So, but just makes those home games all the more crucial to win.
Well, make sure you tune in all season long. Listen on the radio, 89.3 Lakes FM. We're so happy to have our own radio station broadcasting high from atop West Bloomfield Fire Department Tower number 1 right next to West Bloomfield High School and covering the Lakes area. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Watch on Civic Center TV, Channel 15, Comcast, Channel 99, AT&T. We also invite you to tune in at civiccentertv.com. You can watch our game there. And we are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. And we really appreciate our fans tuning in. We hope you enjoy what Dom Catoni's doing with the camera tonight to bring you the game, even though this is essentially a radio broadcast. He's getting you some video. And thank you very much for tuning in. And a big thanks to all of our bosses, the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission, who makes these broadcasts possible, supported by all of you around West Bloomfield, Keagle Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake. And we thank you, certainly, and our number 1 fan, Norm in Orchard Lake, you know who you are. We thank you very much for tuning in tonight. So here we go. It's the Lakers trailing by 14, 21-7 here in Birmingham. A brand new, beautiful second-year stadium here at Birmingham Groves. The Lakers to our right, back to receive for West Bloomfield is Flowers, and the ball is going to be out of bounds in a penalty, and they'll advance the ball up to the 40-yard line where the Lakers will start with great field position, Matt Tony.
Yeah, huge right there for the Lakers. Really a lucky break for them, starting off with the ball at the 40-yard line now to start the half in a crucial must-score situation for the offense.
All right, so here come the Lakers out on the field. They're wearing their visiting white jerseys with green numbers. Birmingham Groves in their green jerseys with gold letters. Ball correction. It's high school on the 35-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10, just getting the second half underway. Bo Jackson. I believe not sure he's got in the backfield, but they hand the ball off, a run for about 2 or 3 yards. We'll see who comes up off the bottom of the pile, running the ball for West Bloomfield. That's Tate. So there you go. We were talking about it earlier. If the Lakers can get 3.5, 4 yards, let's keep pounding the ball.
Yeah, I mean, really, especially after that kick out of bounds and starting off with good field position, why not just lean on this run game that has been so successful to start off the year?
Allo split to the near side. Up top on the far side is Durham. Durham now shifts over to the near side as well. Bo Jackson takes a snap, keeps the ball, wants to throw under pressure. Now he dishes the ball. It's caught, complete. First down, West Bloomfield, and the relief man on that play gets the ball. That's Flower. No, that was Tate. So, I mean, Jackson had nowhere to go. Tate was standing there all alone, and first down, West Bloomfield.
Looked like it was a designed play-action screen, but that screen got sniffed out right away by Groves, and Jackson goes to keep it. But, Tate's still an eligible receiver. Throws it back to him, and Tate does a good job of picking up the first down.
Tate in the backfield now with Jackson, 1st and 10. Ball to the 47-yard line of West Bloomfield. To Tate. Tate finds a little hole, gets the ball across midfield, down to the 49-yard line of Groves. Gain of 3, maybe a little bit more, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, with how Tate is running the ball right now, it just makes too much sense to give him the ball on first down and try and set yourself up with more manageable situations.
All right, so it's 2nd down and 7. Ball right in the midfield stripe. West Bloomfield with the ball. 2nd down, trailing by 14. Just underway in the second half here at Birmingham Groves. Jackson with Tate again in the backfield. Jackson wants to throw, getting good protection. Throws the ball deep downfield and overthrows his receiver. Wide open, or at least partially open, was Durham. But a little bit too much air under that ball. Incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit too much air on that. It would have been a tight catch, maybe a jump ball situation for Durham, but those 50-50 balls for him typically aren't 50-50, leaning more 60-40, 70-30 in his favor, but just overthrown right there, and they're unable to connect.
But what an arm our quarterback has. I mean, that ball is a 60-yard pass. 3rd down and 7. Critical 3rd down for the Lakers. Durham split to the near side. Tate in the backfield. Jackson, the quarterback. Here comes a blitz. They hand it off to Tate. He's going to be caught for a loss. And they brought all the pressure Birmingham Groves did on that 3rd down. They sniffed out that run, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that play might have been better served on 2nd down, and now set up with 4th and long. No chance that they can go for it here, and looking like they're going to opt to punt.
So that is indeed what will happen. No way the Lakers can go for it on their own 49-yard line. Allos will be punting from his own 35. 9:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lakers trailing by 14. Nice snap. Nice high, deep boot to Sanders and out of bounds at about the 16, or they'll mark it at the 17-yard line. And that's your Birmingham Groves who will get the ball to start up their first campaign of the second half, up by 14.
Yeah, and we mentioned during the half the defense kind of being the spark plug for this team. And now the offense doesn't come out and score to start the second half. Not necessarily backed up, but inside of their own 20 to start their first drive of the half. Can the defense make something happen, maybe force a turnover, and set the offense up with some good field position?
Well, in the first half, if you weren't with us, Birmingham Groves was able to create big holes from their very powerful offensive line and get a lot of yardage running the ball, especially with Lavasco right at the middle. He's in the backfield right now where the quarterback counts. Under center. 1st and 10, Groves. Man in motion. Fake the jet sweep. They run the ball. Quarterback keeper, it's Sanders actually. And Sanders, another big run. This for about 20 yards. He gets across midfield. It was a direct snap, I believe, to Sanders. 1st down on West Bloomfield's 28.
Yeah, Sanders and Lavasco both just carrying the load for this offense here tonight, and just the Lakers not having an answer for either one.
Correction, ball to the 48-yard line of the Lakers. Groves fans loving this one. Nick Hardy split out for Groves on the near side. Sanders in the backfield. Shotgun to Counts, the quarterback. Actually, they're going to direct snap it, I think, to Sanders. Man in motion, they fake it. Sanders keeps the ball. Lakers read that, sniff it out, and a really good job on defense that time by Kamari Pittman, who read that one all the way. It was a direct snap to Sanders. They faked the jet sweep, and they just went and clobbered Sanders in the backfield. Gain of maybe, well, they say no gain.
Yeah, they went for a little misdirection there on the jet sweep, faking the handoff. But Tank Pittman doesn't bite whatsoever, and he's there to meet Sanders in the hole.
So they pull the quarterback Counts. He's on the sideline. Sanders in the shotgun as quarterback. Split out to the far side is Amber Mocker. Sanders all alone. No, Sanders got one other running back in the backfield. Man in motion now. They're going to run this thing with the right at the middle, and that's got to be Lavasco. We'll see when he comes up off the bottom of the pile. It is. But the Lakers do a really nice job to stop that one. Gain of about 3 yards, and he's been turning those into big plays all night. So it's going to be third down. Quarterback Counts comes back in.
Set up in a rare situation where they have to pass on third down, but so far tonight they've been very lucky and able to convert on a lot of them.
Well, we'll see if they do pass indeed. Lavasco has been so effective running the ball in the backfield along with Counts, the quarterback. They might direct snap it. We'll watch. No, they snap it to the quarterback. He wants to pass. Looking for something. Doesn't see anybody. Throws the ball downfield. Oh, almost intercepted. And a nice job by Kalik Robinson of the Lakers coming in there from the secondary.
Yeah, a very nice hit right there to the side of the tight end. And he's banged up right there.
But, that was perfect timing because he wasn't really going for the ball. He was going for the hit. He waited till the ball arrived and then laid in a big hit, and the receiver dropped the ball. Very effective play. And the receiver is on the field. I think it's more cramps than anything else, but they're attending to him right now.
And it's looking like they are going to punt right here, so a crucial stop for that Lakers defense right there.
Well, absolutely. Had the Lakers given that one up, it would have been tough. Both teams are taking advantage of this official timeout as the medical staff is doing everything they can to attend to Noah Woods. He's still down on the ground. They finally got him up on his feet, and they're escorting him off the field to a nice round of applause from the near side bleachers. So it's fourth down, and Birmingham Groves will be forced to punt here. Lone receiver back for West Bloomfield on the 10-yard line. Could be Tate back there. We'll try to pick it up. 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Groves taking every second they can off the clock on every one of these snaps. Bad snap, but the kick is off and it is high. No fair catch called for it. The ball will bounce at about the 21-yard line and fall dead right at the 20. So about a 33-yard punt for Birmingham Groves. Laker defense stands tall, comes up with a nice stop. Now West Bloomfield gets the ball, another opportunity to knock off some of that 14-point lead that Birmingham Groves established up before halftime. It's Birmingham 21, West Bloomfield 7 with 6:08 to go in the third quarter, and the Lakers got their hands back on the ball.
Yeah, really needed to score right here and just, again, pay the defense back for getting these stops that are allowing it still to be a close game. And an update in the OAA, Rochester Adams up 14-0 on Rochester at the end of the third.
All right, well, Adams a powerhouse. And Lakers need to take care of some business, make next week even more interesting. Here comes West Bloomfield. Bo Jackson in at quarterback. Flowers in the slot.
Oh, he's pressing.
Man split out to the right and to the left. In motion is Flowers. Pass thrown downfield and incomplete again. That one thrown in the direction of Corey Pittman, and he could not get his hands on it.
Yeah, very unfortunate that he dropped that pass. Another pass where it looked like there was going to be a lot of yards available after the catch.
So the passing game is not working out really well for West Bloomfield. They're going to continue to go to it because they are finding open receivers, and they are getting good protection for the quarterback. Bo Jackson now trying to get the Lakers back in this game. 2nd down and 10 in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to the near side. Pass downfield, caught at the 30-yard line, right in the middle of traffic. And a great job that time by Jaden Allos, who was finally pulled to the ground. That was a perfect pass in traffic, not a lot of room.
Yeah, a lot like the bubble pass that went for a touchdown. A tight window throw to Allos, who picks up a crucial conversion catch right there. He takes a nice shot on the catch.
So 11-yard gainer, good for a first down. Lakers have the ball now at their own 31-yard line, trailing by 14. Plenty of time to go. 5:41 in the third quarter. Lakers with trips right. Jackson wants to throw. Screen pass to the right side. Caught and immediately tackled for a loss. Unfortunately, the Lakers had the trips, but didn't really get the blocking that they had hoped for. And the ball thrown to West Bloomfield's Flowers, but Groves is all over him.
And actually, I was going to say that he would have been better off dropping it after the bobble, but the officials ruling he did, in fact, drop that.
All right, so nice break for West Bloomfield. So it's going to be second. You probably saw that on TV. I missed that one. 2nd down and 10. And, I tell you what, you gotta give it to Zach Hilbert. He's saying, darn it all, we can throw the ball and do it and win this game, and he's continuing to try. 2 receivers to the right, a pair on the left. Spread formation for the Lakers. Lakers fake the screen, pass downfield, incomplete. Well defended, still thrown in the area of Flowers, and a good job by the Groves secondary.
Yeah, another tight window throw right there. Not able to get enough air under it to thread it in right there, and now set up with a 3rd and long right here, the Lakers offense.
Number 10, Carter Hamaki on the coverage.
Zach Hilbert is the head coach of the West Bloomfield Lakers, yelling in instructions to his team. Flowers is split out to the near side. Up on the far side is Allos. Bo Jackson in the shotgun. In the backfield, he's got Pittman. Jackson with time getting the block. Nice pass, caught complete at the 35-yard line. Not good enough for the first down, but a really nice reception that time by Devin James.
We saw a very impressive touchdown by James last week where we saw his jersey get ripped, but a good job picking up the blitz right there by Tate to get that reception. And now the Lakers looking to punt.
Well, it looks like they thought about going for it from their own 35, but that would have been a bad move. 5:14 to go. 4th down. Lakers trailing by 14, but still tons of time. And lining up for the punt from his own 21-yard line is Jaden Allos. Here's a snap. Allos puts a toe in it. Sanders back, calling a fair catch at the 20-yard line. And that is where Birmingham Groves will start their next campaign. Beautiful night here in Birmingham. We can see the moon, just a sliver of a moon starting to pop out from behind the clouds. It's almost starting to look like Halloween out there a little bit here on an early fall evening for high school football. Don't forget, we still have plenty of these high school football Friday nights, and we would love to have you join us on the radio or TV. Excuse me, but I tell you, the real fun and excitement is in the swamp. It's at the field. Come on down to the games. Enjoy some Laker football this football season and see our great team. Birmingham Groves 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Counts in the shotgun. Instructs a man to go in motion. Counts takes the ball, hands it to Lavasco. Lavasco gets around the edge, knocked out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. Nice job by West Bloomfield's Khalik Robinson to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, following Mattia and Andriano right there on the edge, and just a good job by these running backs at Birmingham Groves to follow that lead blocker, that lead puller, and get out into space.
So it's 2nd down and 5. Lakers need to slow down Groves on these 2nd downs. Let's see what they do here. Groves has two receivers split out. Looks like they want to run it right up the middle. The Lakers are able to make a good stop. There was a nice hole, but one Laker left there to make the big tackle, and that tackle was made by none other than Khalik Robinson once again. Big stand-up play to prevent the first down. It's 3rd down and 1 with the ball to the 30-yard line of Birmingham Groves.
And I assume they just trotted the fullback back out there on the field. I'd assume likely whether he or let's see if he's out there, number 20 normally, wherever that motion goes, I'd keep an eye out.
Quarterback Counts under center, might just run this one forward himself. He only needs a yard or so to go. Trying to get the Lakers to jump offside. They come back to the running back, and Lovasco gets the first down. He's been able to build a little bit of momentum from the backfield and let those blockers set up for him, create a hole. All night long, that's a gain of about 4 yards and a first down. Ball carried up to the 35-yard line of Birmingham Groves. 21-7 Groves, 3:27 left in the third quarter. Time will start to be an issue pretty soon here with the Lakers trailing by 14. Need to get a good defensive stop here. Groves one-man split to the left. Sanders now in the backfield. Counts, hands to Sanders, tries to get around the outside. He's able to get the edge and get about 4 or 5 yards. He is so fast. They actually mark him with a 3-yard gain, setting up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, good job of getting out to the edge right there. First time we saw them run that play, we saw it kind of get blown up. This time, he's able to get to the edge and at least gain a few yards on that carry.
Well, there's a holding call or something here because they're marching back. That's absolutely exactly what it was. He was getting the edge, and there was a hold on one of the Laker defenders, and that happened right about the line of scrimmage. So mark it back 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage there. It's going to be first down now and 20. With the ball on the 25-yard line of Birmingham Groves. Great opportunity after the holding call for the Lakers to see if they can stop this offense here.
And now it's going to be interesting to see if they lean on the run game right here on that 1st and long play, or if they just try and get some of those yards back with Sanders.
Two receivers split to the right. Counts under center. Lakers all bundled up front. Reverse is going to be caught in the backfield by West Bloomfield. A good job. That one was read really nicely by, I think it was Edison. And there might be another penalty on this one. Nope, they'll just set the ball there. No gain, maybe a gain of about a half a yard. 2nd down and 20 on the 26-yard line.
Edison in there on the tackle, I believe, but I think it was Alos who... the tackle was broken, but he did a good job of just disrupting that play and distracting him or stopping him down, slowing him down long enough to prevent that from being a long, long game.
All right, another big chance for the Laker defense to have some big impact here. The quarterback Counts coming over talking to his coaching staff, quickly runs out on the field. Groves all night long has been using every second they can here to take time off the clock. They want as few plays as possible against the Lakers. Now they set up 2nd down and 20. They run it right up the center, and that is going to be a gain of about 12 or 13 yards for Lovasco, who all night long has been following the lead of his blockers, who've been making big holes, and that is a huge gain. But still now 3rd and 8 after they were looking at 2nd and 19, they being Birmingham Groves. 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Lakers trailing by 14. This is a big, as they would say at Central Michigan University, key play here on 3rd down for the Laker defense. Two receivers split out to the right, one to the left. Groves looks like they want to throw on this one. Counts in the shotgun, sets up, screen pass, and the Lakers are not going to be able to stop it. First down, they screen to Lavasco, gets in the open field, maneuvers, and gets a Birmingham Groves first down.
Yeah, really just a very smart play design right there. Lavasco's been doing a phenomenal job of picking up first downs off of carries, so they opt on the 3rd and long to just get it to him out in space, get some linemen going, and he rewards them with the first down.
Tough break for the Lakers. Clock is going to run out here in the 3rd quarter, and both teams are walking to the sidelines now. 21-7 for the Falcons, and the West Bloomfield have 1 quarter to reverse this. Birmingham Groves fans are loving every minute of it. I think you said earlier it's their homecoming tonight. Is that correct?
Oh, no. West Bloomfield's next home game will be their homecoming.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, the Groves fans are having a good time here in their beautiful new stadium and taking advantage of the West Bloomfield Laker defense. Laker offense having a tough time getting in sync tonight with their passing game, and it's not been the most successful night of football that we can remember here over the last several years of coverage of West Bloomfield football. But there's still a quarter to play.
Yeah, again, just one turnover can make a huge difference right now. A pick six, fumble six, anything to sort of breathe some life back into this West Bloomfield offense.
So here come both teams. 1st and 10 now for Birmingham Groves. The ball is placed on their own 46-yard line. 12 minutes to go, the entire 4th quarter for West Bloomfield to get back in this game. Counts quarterback under center. Takes all the time he can to let the clock run down. Doesn't really matter here. Good job by West Bloomfield to stop the play in the backfield. Penetration by Jaden Allos disrupted things, and then the rest of the defensive line came in and cleaned that one up, including a great play by West Bloomfield's Parnell, I believe, on the tackle.
Yeah, really a rare instance where they don't give up anything on the first down carry. And that's just huge for this Lakers defense as they try and set up 3rd and long, says they need to get off the field and start getting some stops if they want to win this game.
2nd down and 10, 46-yard line of Groves. Birmingham leading 21-7, 11:23 left in the ball game. If you're just tuning in, Dave Scott in for Tyler Keefe tonight, along with Matt Catoni. Here's a snap to Counts in the shotgun. Jet sweep to Little. Little tries to get the edge, can't really do so. Gets a couple of yards, and that's going to be about it. They'll advance the ball. We're waiting for them to spot the ball. I think he got a lot less than I thought. Maybe a gain of a yard, and that's about it. The ball is sent on the 47-yard line. Really nice job by the Lakers. As Little is lightning fast, and I thought he had the edge, but he didn't.
Yeah, opting to go with the guy that's been picking up 3rd downs for a lot of them tonight on 2nd down. Lakers, fortunately, are able to corral him for only a game of 1. One thing that stood on that play, and it's just been a reoccurring theme tonight, Avery Gash just getting out to the next level, pancaking guys, being physical, and that is something that's definitely has had an impact on the Lakers here tonight.
Some of the key receivers checking into the game, including Noah Woods for Birmingham Groves. 3rd down and 9. Counts in the shotgun. We got a whistle here and a timeout taken by Groves. I think they did not have the personnel on the field they wanted. So 21-7, 10-12 to go. Another big defensive opportunity for the West Bloomfield Lakers. As Matt Catoni mentioned a couple of minutes ago, next week we're on the road one more time. It's been a big road show here lately. We're on the road almost as much as the presidential candidates these days. We're going to make our way not quite as far. We're not going to Pennsylvania or Georgia. We're going just over to Rochester, and we'll be the guests at Rochester Adams. We're always treated nice by everybody except the football team. So hopefully we'll be able to do some damage. Rochester Adams doing some damage themselves, shutting out their opponent so far tonight. Lakers had their hands full here trailing by 14 and a big third down in the fourth quarter for Groves. Nick Hardy split out to the near side. Woods up top. In the shotgun is Counts. Ball on the 47-yard line. Man in motion, they fake the jet sweep. Sanders actually was a quarterback. He keeps the ball still on his feet. Finally brought down. Good job by the defense. Tackled at the 47-yard line. 4th down and 5. Let's see what they do.
The leader of this Lakers defense, Tank Pittman, making the stop about 4 yards upfield.
Actually, real quickly, Matt, they set the ball. He was down earlier. That's just a gain of a yard or 2. So it's going to be 4th down and a long 6 now. And they're going to go for it, and they're bringing their quarterback Counts back out of the field. He's talking to the coach right now. Now they finally bring in the punt team. They were faking the West Bloomfield Lakers out. Lakers are getting set to receive the punt. And here comes the kick. Strategy, strategy, strategy. Corey Pittman will be back to receive. He's standing at his own 20-yard line for the Lakers, trailing by 14. High snap, but the kick is off in the direction of Pittman. He's just going to let this one bounce out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So now, no, they say it bounced out of bounds, but the faithful here in Birmingham thought it didn't go out of bounds, but the official's standing on the 23-yard line, and that is exactly where West Bloomfield will get the ball and try to knock some points off the score here, trailing by 14.
Yeah, just over 9 minutes left in the game. You got to score fast right here with the way that Birmingham Groves has been running their offense all night. You got to get a touchdown here so you can have a chance.
Lakers have been going for the big play all night long. They've not been able to connect on some of these passes. They have a quarterback with a great arm. His accuracy and or the routes have not been pinpoint and perfect. And the Lakers, we'll see what they do here. They bring out their receiving core, including Durham, who split to the near side. Allos in the slot over here. Up top, Flowers. Lakers with 3 receivers spread out. Tate in the backfield, along with the quarterback, Jackson. Tate gets the ball, poorly handled, and the Lakers are going to lose yardage. Some mix-up and confusion in the backfield on the exchange. Lakers lose 3, 4, maybe 5 yards. Tough break. Exactly what you don't want.
Looked like a wide snap on that play right there. And just the ball ends up on the ground. Shakespeare recovers it, but not able to make anything happen.
Okay, it was Shakespeare who I think they were trying to snap to. And he's going to take the snap here on this play as well. Shakespeare, jet sweep. Oh, now they're going to pass the ball. Open receiver downfield. Caught in field. It's Allos. He gets the ball to the 45-yard line. And a little razzle-dazzle by the Lakers, and it works.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal catch right there. Didn't look like he was necessarily open, but who was that on? Was that Chops Pittman? Yep, Chops Pittman on the throw, it looked like right there. Delivers a strike.
All right, Shakespeare.
Oh, no, it was Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson off of the jet sweep.
Yeah, they had the quarterback over there. They handed off to him. He ended up throwing the ball. Right now, it's Shakespeare. Shakespeare wants to throw downfield. Got a man open at the 30. Complete to Allos. And the air game is working for the Lakers. They're mixing it up a little bit with some new faces. First down and 10 on the 32-yard line. 8 minutes to go. And the Lakers are moving the ball down the field quickly.
Allos once again. Allos really serving as the proponent of this offense and passing game here tonight, converting first down after first down with each reception.
So in the backfield is Shakespeare and Tate. Three receivers split out to the left, one to the near side. Shakespeare wants to throw, under pressure, gets a nice block. Got a man open all alone to the 20, the 15, and down to the 12-yard line. And a great pass by Shakespeare, and another big gain for the West Bloomfield Lakers.
Yeah, they roll him out to the left, and he's able to find Durham on the comeback route right there and move the sticks once again. The Lakers doing a good job of moving the pocket for Shakespeare and making these throws a lot easier.
Lakers in the red zone for the first time in a long time tonight. Down by 14, 7 to go, 7-11 to go. Shakespeare all alone in the backfield. They need to get one more Laker on the field. They finally get Allos out there late. 5 receivers split out of the spread. Shakespeare says, I'm going to run the ball, and boom! He runs into the Groves defenders. No gain on that play.
Yeah,
Actually, maybe a loss of a yard or two.
Oh, he looks hurt on that play. I mean, he gets stuffed on that play, and Avery Gosh on that play kind of got a little extracurricular, adding the hit in on Shakespeare, and now it appears he's down on the play.
Yeah, the guy that's down isn't Shakespeare. It's a guy who hit him, and it looks like he's cramped up, and they'll get down there to tend to him. But a little delay here, and it's unfortunate for the Lakers. They got all the momentum running, and now this game's going to get slowed down. But Shakespeare's been doing a really good job making some really good decisions and able to maneuver in the backfield on a lot of those plays and then find an open man downfield. That time he decided to tuck the ball in and kind of misread the defense and ran into a brick wall. Nonetheless, they'll get another shot at it after they attend to the injured player. 6:45 to go. Things looking up for the Lakers. Ball on the 14-yard line of Birmingham Groves. And it's going to be second down, and they got to get down to the 9. So about second down and 10 here for West Bloomfield. They're still attending to the Birmingham Groves player. It looks symptomatically like cramps, though. Yeah,
it looks like Gosh is cramping up. I can't tell. It looks like, aside from water bottle, it looks like either some sort of potassium, either it's a ketchup bottle, or not ketchup, mustard bottle or something to help with cramps, but it just looks like he's cramping. But I'm sure after that hit he took on that play, Jamal Shakespeare is not complaining about a little extra timeout.
No, they probably appreciate it. That was quite a collision. I heard that there was some seismic activity in Alaska after that hit, Matt Catoni.
Yeah. And it was, in fact, looks like the ball boy has a ketchup or a mustard bottle with him, so it was cramps. But Avery Gosh having to come out for a play now, and I'm sure the West Bloomfield offense is very happy to have a 4-star recruit on the sideline for the opposing team.
All right, well, Shakespeare's still back out there. He's still out there in the quarterback position in the shotgun. .6:45 to go. Lakers in the red zone, trying to get in the end zone. Here's Shakespeare, man in motion. Shakespeare looking downfield, wants to throw the ball. Under pressure, now he breaks free. Gets to the 20, down to the 10, down to the 5, to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! West Bloomfield. Shakespeare, keeper all the way, gets into the corner of the end zone. Eyeballed that one perfectly, and the Lakers finally get 7.
Yeah, maneuvering the pocket phenomenally. Nobody open. Looked like they had Bo Jackson kind of on a wheel route, some sort of corner, like a route heading towards the pylon. Not open. Shakespeare tucks it, and it's just a phenomenal run to get the Lakers back in this game.
All right, the Lakers with a, call that about a 16-yard run, I believe, to the corner of the end zone. It's 21-13, and now the Lakers looks like they want to go for 2 here. And, well, I'll tell you what, they're laying it all on the line. Here's Shakespeare passing the end zone. Caught! Out of bounds. Oh, tough call. Lakers are really upset about that call. They say incomplete. The ball caught in the end zone. Maybe you saw it on TV. It was caught by Tate. So that's tough. So the Lakers now are going to need a 2-point conversion. Officials are still talking about that call a little bit. And nothing's going to change that call. 21-13 with 6:32. What do you think about the Zach Hilber's call to go for 2?
That's risky. That's playing for the win. Just 6 points gets you the win, but I don't know about that there. I mean, it looked like he had it to me. Maybe he had a foot that we couldn't tell if his foot was out or not from my view, but it looked like he had it, and that's very unfortunate. And now going to need 2 next time you score.
Little reminiscent of last night on that end zone. That end
could have
zone
been
call.
a finger or a toe tip.
It's very close. We can't see it on TV here. But, if you're going to do that, better to do it here. So if you get your other touchdown, you can come in and go for 2 and at least get back in for the tie. So the Lakers still have a lot of time. They got some business to take care of here. Down by 8 now, getting ready for the kickoff. And I believe that's Ward back there, setting up to kick the ball downfield. 6:32 to go in the contest. Groves 21, West Bloomfield 13. Lakers have the momentum now. Got to be feeling it. Here's the kick. A squib outside kick. Lakers are going to go for that. And we're waiting for a call penalty flag here. And illegal procedure called against the Lakers on the kick. So they're going to kick that one again.
Yeah, it looked like someone might have been just past the kicker as he kicked it, leading to a false start, illegal procedure. And now I'm sure we'll probably just see the Lakers boot it deep, but I don't know. Who knows? They might try and kick it onside anyways.
Do you do that again? I mean, now Groves are all coming up, saying, hey, look, they might try that thing again. And they got the hands guys, and they're all right up there at the 10-yard mark, prepared and looking for that one more time. I don't think you do that. There's no way you do that again. And here comes the kick, and they boot it away. Kind of a short one at the 40-yard line, and no return. Lakers don't want any business with a Sanders return there. So they kick a short one. It's down and caught at the 41-yard line of Birmingham Groves. And with 6:32 remaining, we got a ball game here. West Bloomfield trailing by 8. Birmingham 21, West Bloomfield 13. Thanks for tuning in to 89.3 WBLD, Orchard Lake, West Bloomfield, Kegel Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Civic Center TV, Channel 15, and Channel 99 on AT&T, 15 on Comcast. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. We are on the web at civiccentertv.com, and wherever you are listening, we thank you so much for being a part of tonight's broadcast. Dave Scott for Tyler Keefe. Groves with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 42. Counts under center. Hands off. Nice job of the Laker defense to stop the run that time by Lovasco, who's been finding big holes and big gains all night long. The Laker bench saying, yeah, that's the way we want to do it. Only 1 yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, a huge stop right there on 1st down, setting up a 2nd and long. Really, the Lakers defense has to get a stop right here now, especially after that failed 2-point conversion.
Laker defensive line, all the guys on their knees taking a little breather. They just know the Falcons are going to take every second of this clock and take full advantage and try to wind as much time down. Also likely they'll keep the ball on the ground. 2nd down and 9, 42-yard line of Groves. Penalty flag, delay a game against Birmingham Groves. They've been waiting to the last second. And, it's not easy in high school. You don't have a clock, a little bit of guesswork. You get the warning from the back official, but you don't exactly know. I think it's like a 10-second warning. You don't exactly know how much time you got. That time Groves played it all the way out. Now they lose 5 more yards. It's 2nd down and a long 14, and the clock is still running. Shouldn't the clock stop?
I believe, yeah.
The clock should be stopped right here in this.
I believe it looks like the official is going to make note of that. They might correct it after this play, but yeah, the clock should have stopped.
2nd down, 15. Lavisco breaks free, gets the 1st down across midfield, and he's been doing it all night. Does it one more time.
I mean, it doesn't matter if the 5-yard penalty right before he just picks up a solid 17 the play after, and just wow. I mean, the way that they have been running the ball tonight is very impressive.
No clock correction. The clock continues to wind here. And the officials don't seem to be doing anything about that. I may be wrong on the clock stoppage on that previous play, whether it should or should not have been done. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 in Laker territory. Ball on the 46-yard line. 4:29 to go in this contest. 1st and 10 for Groves. Groves sweep left. Yardage gain like crazy. 9-10-yard gain. Probably just short of the 1st down again for Lovasco, who the Lakers have not been able to stop all night long. Gain of about 9. They'll call it second down and 1 to go.
Yeah, I mean, just it has been very hard to say just how or why the Lakers haven't been able to find an answer for Lavasco in this Groves running offense here tonight, but they just can't get a stop.
3:47 to go. Groves runs it up the middle, gain of a couple of yards. Nice tackle and stop by West Bloomfield, but a good run that time by Noah Sanders again, and first down. Between Lavasco and Sanders, they've been really tearing it up on the ground all night long.
And it's not just that they've had fantastic holes to get through the entire game from this offensive line, but they've been missing guys at the second level and creating the opportunities for themselves to get these 10 to 15-yard runs.
So West Bloomfield defense, again, now on the field trying to do something to stop Birmingham Groves. 3:15 to go. West Bloomfield has all of its timeouts. Groves has 2 left. 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line of the Lakers. Groves runs the ball up the middle. Again, it's Lavasco. This time, West Bloomfield able to stop him. It was Allos getting a hand or two around his legs and not letting go. He still dragged him down the field. Timeout called by the West Bloomfield Lakers. A first of 3. They'll have 2 remaining, and there's 2:54 to go in the contest. So the Lakers can use their other timeouts, get the ball back here with a reasonable amount of time if they can stop Birmingham Groves and keep them out of the end zone on this set of downs. Groves gets another first down, and the Lakers start chewing through their timeouts. They got a problem. Looks like they're making a clock correction now. One official is trying to signal up to the press box to get a clock correction here. And I'm not sure that they got that yet or not. Looks like they did. 2:54 to go in the contest. The official's waiting. He's not got 2:57 on the clock now. And he's still waiting for a correction on the clock. So this might be from that earlier situation. Okay. Signaling from the coaching staff to try to get the scoreboard to put some more time on the clock. 2:58. And there we go. That was all about a second. Every second counts. So, second down and 8. Ball on the 32 of the Lakers for Birmingham Groves. Leading by 8. Groves hands the ball off. Sanders breaks free. First down and more down to the 10-yard line. That's getting pretty close to sealing it.
Yeah, running that counter play again with Sanders, and once again just eating up about 20 yards on that carry. And now unless West Bloomfield forces a fumble, they are staring down a loss.
First and goal, Falcons.
I think West Bloomfield's going to be frustrated tonight, and well, hopefully they'll look at some of the film and see what they can do about, maybe being more effective with their running. They're playing against 2 great running backs. One with an amazing lineage from the Sanders family, and the other that couldn't be stopped no matter what his last name is.
Yep.
First and 10, ball on the 10-yard line. First and goal, they call it here for Groves. Groves got a man in motion. They're all bunched up. They're going to run it again to Lavasco. He can't be stopped. Takes about 7 Lakers to pull him down. Malcolm Gibson in on the tackle there for West Bloomfield. Gain of maybe a yard. West Bloomfield takes the timeout here. They'll have 1 more left. So with 2 minutes and 1 second to go, they are at second down now. The Lakers can get another timeout on third down. And still have a chance with just a little bit of time if they could come up with, get the ball back somehow, keep them out of the end zone, which I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, they will get the ball back with at least a little over a minute left, but they got to find a way to keep them out of the end zone or from scoring right here.
And even a field goal would be a problem for the Lakers, who are down by 8. Any score at all by Groves turns us into a 2-score game. And I don't know what the Lakers can do about that. I never lose hope, though, Matt.
Yeah, there's always a chance.
We've seen some crazy things happen in football. Yeah, I mean, we have seen some crazy things. We need some crazy right here. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line of West Bloomfield. Groves knocking on the door in the the red zone. 2 minutes and 1 second left to go. Groves leading by 8. Groves takes a step. Quarterback keeper down the middle, all the way down to the 1-2 yard line. And the Lakers fighting hard to keep him out of the end zone. And I don't think they're able to do it. Touchdown, Birmingham Groves. Just muscled their way into the end zone on I think it was a quarterback keeper. And it was Labasco again. They must have direct snapped to him, and he would not go down.
Yeah, Lavasco has just been phenomenal tonight, and we just saw the nastiness and physicality of this Birmingham Groves offensive line, led by Avery Gack, just pushing him into the end zone. And here we see Avery Gack just running down the track, pumping up the Groves fans now, as that touchdown right there just seals this game.
Well, touchdown and an onside kick, you know. So here they go. The kick attempt right now for the extra point by Gage Waters. Nice snap, nice kick. He's been good all night long and is good one more time. Scores 28-13, Birmingham Groves. Lakers will get the ball back with 1:49. And I hope for a miracle ending for the Lakers.
I mean, there is some slight chance right here if you're able to get a huge return and then an onside kick. But really the story of the night here for the Lakers is just those miscues that killed some drives early on that put them in this hole to where they had to execute perfectly in the second half.
Unable to do that, and then unable to stop the run game of one Lavasco and Sanders. So Gage Waters will step back out to the 40-yard line, put the ball on the tee, get ready to kick it off. Don't forget, we got a great game next week. West Bloomfield, Rochester Adams down the road. We'll have all the coverage from Rochester Adams. Hope you can make the drive over to Rochester, but if you can't, tune in here on all of our outlets. Civic Center TV, CivicCenterTV.com. You can watch us on cable and Channel 15 on Comcast, Channel 99 on AT&T, and, of course, listen on the radio where we are tonight on our own local radio station, 89.3 Lakes FM. Squib kick down to the 10-yard line. Lakers down the ball at the 23-yard line. Nice job by Pittman. And I bet they're going to bring Shakespeare out to see if he can conduct a miracle orchestra.
Yeah, either that or I wouldn't be surprised if they just have Bo Jackson come in and try and throw a few 70-yard passes. So one thing that's evident is if needed, he could definitely probably throw the ball to the end zone from.
I think what I was trying to say, didn't say too eloquently, is orchestrate some amazing victory is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, it is Shakespeare in at quarterback again.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So they got Shakespeare coming out. On the near side is Durham. Flowers and Durham split out to the left. Two more receivers out to the right. Flowers in motion. Shakespeare under pressure. They know they want to throw the ball. He can't get the ball out. Finally, is tackled as he tries to throw the ball. A big hit.
Avery Gosh once again hitting him and his helmet comes off. He's going to have to come out for a play now, but lighting up Shakespeare once again. And Avery Gosh has just been all over the field tonight, flashing and just, honestly, the closest reminder I have of him is Brandon Davis-Swain is to describe the impact that he has had tonight.
Well, they do leave Shakespeare in the game, so officiating crew doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. Shakespeare in the backfield along with Tate. I think Zach Hilbert is just saying, hey, you guys, just have some fun, see what you can do in the last minute. Shakespeare throws the ball downfield, sees we got a man open. In and out of the hands. Almost a big catch right there by Will Thomas, who is surrounded by receivers, had the ball fall into his hands, but could not keep it there and then make the catch. And he had 2 or 3 defenders slapping at the ball and incomplete.
Yeah, just couldn't come up with the catch right there. I mean, all things considered, not that bad of a throw.
No, amazing throw. Actually, Shakespeare's been doing a really good job here in the end of the game. You know, able to deal with all the pressure, maneuver in and out of the pocket, still keep an eye downfield and try to find a receiver. That was an amazing throw. So, 1:32 to go, 28-13 Groves. West Bloomfield with the ball. 3rd down and 15 on their own 19-yard line. Shakespeare getting good protection. He's going to have to run and take the ball, and he breaks free, still on his feet up to the 27-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but the Lakers will be going for it here on 4th down. Clock is ticking, getting pretty physical. The officials are just trying to keep everything in check here for the closing seconds of the game.
Nothing really opening up for the Lakers downfield right there. Shakespeare having to tuck it and run it himself. Something, you would prefer not to have to do in this situation considering the clock, but now set up with the 4th and 6. The game on the line.
53 seconds left on the clock, and it's ticking. Lakers don't seem to be in any big rush here. Pretty much accepting their fate tonight. Shakespeare under pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Fans love it. The defense takes a bow, and that's going to pretty much, well, the clock is stopped. The change of possession here. And Groves will get the ball and just run this clock out and let it go. I'm not even so sure that the players need to run back and see if they're going to even snap the ball here. We'll wait and see.
It looks like West Bloomfield's already lining up at a 50-yard line. And, yeah, they're trying it out 11 still, so they are going to have to knee it. But you can already tell that West Bloomfield looks ready to head home.
Well, you learn something in every game. We'll take a minute and talk about what the Lakers might have learned tonight. And we'll talk about that in our brief post-game show that's coming up. The whole crew's worked real hard tonight. We want to let everybody get home after tonight's broadcast. And Groves takes a knee, and that's going to be it. Clock's going to wind down. The final score of this contest is going to be Birmingham Groves 28, West Bloomfield 13. And we're going to say so long here in a minute, just advise our whole crew of that. And Matt, I mean, it's obvious what went wrong tonight. Defense was unable to stop the run, and the Lakers were unable to get the big plays that they were hoping to get in the passing game to try to get back in this contest. And that was their approach, their offensive approach tonight. After they got down, they weren't willing to try to grind it out. They must have felt that wasn't going to work for them tonight against the Groves defensive line. And I think some of their best opportunities in the game tonight happened with Shakespeare at the end of the game, who really showed he's a very elusive back in the pocket, and maybe he's going to be getting himself some QB time in games looking forward. And, Bo Jackson playing really good, but you see that, and at least it gives you a choice as the coaching staff. And I guess if I've learned one thing tonight, it's that Shakespeare might give you another option at quarterback.
Yeah, Shakespeare definitely provided a spark tonight at quarterback when he came in. And it's just a very tough question going forward, especially considering the factor of how much of an impact that Shakespeare has already had on the defensive side of the ball for the Lakers this season. So then it's going to be an interesting conversation going forward with the quarterback position, but definitely one that may have to be had. And it'll definitely be interesting to see going into Adams next week.
All right, any other final thoughts tonight?
Well, I think that Birmingham Groves has a phenomenal football team, and they really showed that tonight. And I think, if anything, it's going to be more of a wake-up call for West Bloomfield, and tonight will make them a better team more than anything.
All right, well, thank you, Matt. Good job tonight. Really appreciate all your hard work and effort tonight, and I want to thank you. I want to thank all the people here in Birmingham. Birmingham Groves, their athletic staff, their technical staff, their IT staff in the schools. It's not always easy when we come because we need internet connectivity and a million other things. And we were out here multiple times this week inconveniencing the athletic staff at Birmingham Groves. And they love their new facility here, and they always greet us with a smile and are very helpful. And for that, we thank you so much for their hospitality. I, again, want to say thank you very much and extend my best wishes to Tyler Keefe for a speedy recovery. He had a medical situation this week, and hopefully we're still on the air here. The lights are blinking here. They got the flashing lights. You can see them on TV. I think we're still on the air. But Tyler Keefe, we wish you the very best, getting well, and look forward to having you back in the booth as soon as possible. And it was an honor and privilege to sit in your chair tonight. Thank you very much for that opportunity. Dom, Tony, great job on camera. Thanks for all those beautiful visuals. And Calvin back in the studio, couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for being there and making sure we got on the air. A big thank you to West Bloomfield, and a worthy effort put in by the West Bloomfield Lakers and Coach Zach Hilbert's team tonight. But tonight they come up on the short end of the stick against Birmingham Groves. We'll give it another shot next Friday night when we head off to Rochester Adams. Our crew will be there. Not sure who's going to be in the seats, but we'll be here with the broadcast, and we look forward to being there with you. Thank you very much for tuning in across all of our outlets. Have a great night. Thank you for listening to Laker football, and I say good night, everybody.